And good evening. Welcome to Jackson Christian School for another great Jackson Christian basketball game. The opponent tonight will be the Rock-Bruceton Central Tigers. And yes, that is the full and official name of that high school. This is a Hall of Fame game tonight. I'm Coach Joe Holloway. Along with me, though, is a man that you've heard broadcast before, a legend, not in his mind, but in the public's mind, because he knows his stuff. It is Bill Hamilton, but right now he's more importantly known as the grandfather of Tacker Nash. And you lose your identity, Bill, as you get older.
Well, Joe, it's hard to watch a football game because I anticipate my grandson out there. But this gym is a beautiful place to play basketball. It is a little early. I was watching the former defensive coordinator lead the Indiana team against one of the most powerful team in America, Ohio State. But, we got to get ready for basketball because it's on us.
It really is. These are Hall of Fame games, and you and I remember when they were started. They were started to pay for the Heritage Center, or the TSSAA office at Heritage, Tennessee, when they moved, of course, from Trenton, Tennessee. And you can see on our great picture that the Lady Eagles have appeared. I also do Freed Hardeman games too, and I have to remember which ladies game that I am doing. And this is a young team that's coming out here. We'll tell you a little more about them. As a matter of fact, Bill, let's just talk about this. First of all, Rock-Bruceton Central has been hit with the COVID. That was their coach, or the boys' coach, helping straighten both rosters out. And we will tell you about who's here and who's not here for them in a few minutes. Matter of fact, they've scratched two of their players that they were counting on, one of them, or actually two of them, being seniors. So,
Joe, I think that's one of the things that's been one of the most, I guess you'd say, a tragedy, and that is that trying to stop the spread of COVID. I know when I walked in, I was looking for the hand thermometer, and they've got the electronic thermometers. You put your face up to them, and they monitor coming in. This school is well run, and, the name on the outside of the gym is one of my favorite people of all time, Jerry Eskew. The gym is appropriately named. He was a true leader when he was here, and he's always been a Christian coach and an administrator. And, I guess COVID has changed more. I thought the three-point shot and the dunk had changed things, but I tell you, Joe, from the health of these youngsters, this COVID is really something to fight, isn't it?
Oh, it's something else. It changes the order of games. It's just like we didn't know to the last minute. Now, we'll be doing two of the three games here today. We'll be doing both of the Jackson Christian School Eagle and Rock-Bruceton Central Tiger games, the men's and the women's. But we won't be here for the Middleton game. The Middleton women are coming up, coached by Coach Berkeley, and we know Coach well. He's had all those good teams at Middleton. We won't be there for that one, but we're going to be following exciting Jackson Christian School basketball for the long haul. Now, this is the ladies' game, but something that I am going to mention, the men's team has most of the players back from a team that won the middle school state championship a few years ago.
Well, I happen to be a part. My grandson was on the team. He's really a football player, Tristan. But I tell you what, they've got some incredible young men, and they had it in football. We watched it. Great running back, great defense. Sonny Witherspoon's grandson, along with my grandson, are part of the defensive line. And Mason, I tell you what, for a guard, he handles himself really well. I talked to his grandmother the other night, though, and he had some trouble. They know who their players are, and this is they've got that young feeder program. Officials have walked on midcourt talking to Jared Shelton.
Even though they got the mask on, I recognize two of them with the mask.
Yeah, but that was the heads that gave those away, right?
Well, for one of them did. Now, one of them still got a whole head of hair down there.
Okay.
Now, we need to get the sun glare blackout. If you don't know what that is, folks, that's what receivers put under their eyes and outfielders and stuff to cut down on the glare so they can see the ball.
Yeah, it's exciting, Joe. It's, we got to get ready for it. Jackson Christian football team had a great year, and give credit where credit due. USJ will be playing in the final. I watched the game last night, watched my nephew, and even called him, told me he had a great game. But I tell you what, my grandsons, they love this school. We've had, as I said, my daughter graduated, son-in-law graduated, son graduated, This is a school that teaches not only discipline, but they make young men and young women. They teach values of life, and I think that's one of the real things that really gives them a standard that very few can even copy, and that is to become great citizens, great mothers, and great fathers. So looking forward to it. I got to ask you, though, have you heard anything, the football team, the players that are coming in, Cisco and Tinsley, are they going to be on the hardwood today?
I can tell you right now that most of them, Aaron Smith will not start today. He's been a little under the weather. Remember, he's a Mr. Football candidate, and we will talk about it. He's one of the 3 finalists. But Will Cisco, Tinsley will be there. Cameron Mainers, I believe, is going to start in a pivot just like he did last year. And, of course, don't forget about Dylan Arnold, Mr. Excitement himself. He's got more moves than a hula girl. Bill, let's focus a little bit, though, on this girls' game. And from last year, I'm going to just throw last names out at you. Reagan, Ellis, Harlan, Brooks, Cisco, Vaughn. They're not here. Those are graduates. And, you know, Jessica Cisco held the middle down quite a bit. Harlan could shoot the 3. Ellis could penetrate. Reagan gave time at the post when Cisco wasn't in there. And all of these kids contributed. They're gone. This is a young ball club. They've got some seniors, but I believe 2 freshmen will probably start today. Matter of fact, let's check Baines and Elena Yarber. Taylor Baines and Elena Yarber off that middle school team that was so tough in girls basketball last year. They'll be starting. Looks like only, 2 seniors will start, 2 freshmen and a sophomore.
Joe, when you look on the floor and you're talking about freshmen, how difficult is it for a freshman to come off a championship middle school team and come into, we'll say, big-time basketball, and that's varsity basketball? How difficult to make the transition at that early age?
Bill, it really depends on physical maturity as much as anything else. There comes a time where sometimes in middle school you're still playing, and I hate to use the word little girl, but you're still a girl. Then there comes the time where even as great as, and I can make the example of Kristen Gehring the best, she was ready to play as an 8th grader because we took her to camp with us as an 8th grader, and she competed in the JV games and stuff. But she was physically ready. She was strong. She had developed strength. And some of the girls, it takes a little longer. A lot of times their best year is their junior year in high school. Now, freshmen will start, and we've seen them average 20 points a game. We've seen freshmen struggle, and then their sophomore and junior years get better and better.
You know, I look down at the other, and I think the Bruceton Hollow Rock coach is talking 6 players. Is that what they're going to have to contend with Jackson Christian today?
It looks that way right now, and we'll have to see. If he didn't put a number on Anna Battle or Haley Forrest, so we'll have to see if they're even playing tonight. But other than that, they only had 8 to begin with.
You know, that's a tough time. I know the other day I think I watched you and doing a ball game. I had Liberty Tech, and
yes.
they had very few girls. So when you have so few of athletes on the bench, how do you play it, Joe? What do you strategize and play the ball off? Because you can't run because you don't have enough players to get in the race game, so to speak.
Well, do you remember when Ralph Turner was coaching the Union men and they didn't really have a very good team and their numbers were down because the previous coach had kind of left the cupboard bare? Ralph had to pull his guys off the line so they wouldn't pick up fouls down here, and he did everything he could to rest those players. And the running they did was controlled running as far as running a transition break and things like that. And a lot of times you'll try to eat up 20, 25 seconds in a possession when you don't have that. Now, the teams that are got the talent, they want to push the tempo. They want that shot going up every 10 to 12 seconds.
Let me ask you something. I'm looking at Jackson Christian young ladies. I don't see any post play. I see 3-point shots. Every shot that I've seen in the last 10 minutes has been shooting the long ball. Good form. They're hitting a lot of shots, but does that just kind of tell you that their inside presence is not really ready there and they're going to be shooting the long balls?
They will do that. Now, they dribble, penetrate some,
okay.
And they dribble, penetrate, and then kick. But you don't have the post presence of a Jessica Cisco like you did last year. Remember, she scored a lot of points. I believe she averaged double figures in the post, but they still had to shoot a lot of threes. And the middle school team is based on shooting threes. And you see there's not many folks working the blocks right now. Everybody's going out to the 3-point line warming up.
Yeah, and that's what I've watched. They're great shooters. And I guess you live and die by the three. I know basketball has changed a lot, too, because if you don't have that 5'11" or 6 foot post player or 6'1" post player, you've got to live by the shots that are given. But it really changes the complexion of the entire game, and particularly when you've got a short squad. I would say that Jackson Christian's plan today is to run the ball. They have more athletes on the floor than Bruceton Hollow Rock does.
You're absolutely correct about that. And, Bill, there are the rosters for the game. I see a lot of three-point shooting, and like I said, now this is really a young team. They have some seniors, but bringing them up. Now, we were talking about the referees earlier. One of them looks like Tommy Ciparillo. I know one of them, my coaching compadre. He and I have had some knockdown, drag-out battles in the past. One of them is Terry Clement.
That's Gary. That's Gabe Hart up there on the left.
Is that Gabe? Okay, it's Gabe instead.
I can see his mannerisms. He's a teacher in the public system.
Yep.
He's an editorial writer for the Jackson Sun, a very accomplished teacher. And like you say, Terry Clement, you can see him. They're meeting with the two game captains, Bruceton Hollow Rock and Jackson Christian.
And after Gabe pulled his mask down, I could tell the difference in him and Tommy. And I believe Gabe's dad is the old-time athlete Bobby Hart, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. Bobby was one of the great softball players, and I brought him with me to – they always say you're going to bring a ringer. We had a golf tournament one time, and Bobby can hit a golf ball. He can hit a softball. He played church league. Bobby's just one of those individuals. For anything he did, he was going to do well. And I think Gabe follows in his father's footsteps.
He really does now. And his mother is a teacher, very articulate. And I believe Bobby's a little older than you and I. He graduated before I did from Jackson High, but his mother graduated same year I did.
Yeah, and her father, I saw a picture. He was part of, I think, maybe the Normandy battle. He was a World War II veteran. And I tell you what, I was very proud of the city of Jackson and how they saluted. And Jackson Christian even had a drive-through in the front of the school recognizing the World War II veterans. So it was something very, very special, because I tell you what, Joe, those folks they're leaving us much too quickly.
Way too quick, Bill. We don't like that. In just a moment, and we're not quite ready for it yet, but we will take a timeout. And you see the coaches talking down there. Brian Freeman, of course. Now, that looks like the boys coach for Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. And I know some people, they're going to question me, why do you give the whole name? You know, they don't really like to just be called Bruceton by itself.
But now let me ask you something. One of the greatest athletes in college football, was he from Hollow Rock-Bruceton or just Bruceton? Because I've only seen Bruceton on most of the published.
Well, we as announcers are bad about taking the shortcut and just saying Bruceton.
Yeah, but that guy could play football, couldn't he?
Yes, he could. The one, Patrick Willis. Of course, they've had some great running backs up there. In the boys' game, the young man has the same last name as one of their great running backs, Santiago. And the older Santiago, if they're kin, he had a couple of thousand yards while he was running up there.
Mr. Nunemaker, the late Julian Nunemaker, played for Hollow Rock-Bruceton too, doesn't he?
Yes. I tell you what we're going to do. We're about to have the prayer and the national anthem. And we are going to take, and when we get through with those announcements, we will take a full timeout, and we'll pass it down. Our producer, Gary Lockhart. This will be an extended timeout that we will take, and then we'll come back with Jackson Christian School basketball. Let's take that timeout and back on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
everyone. Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship. Every dollar you give will provide scholarships for students at FHU. Help change a life. We're going to have a great time and raise funds for these students. So I'll see you in December, and go Lions.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
We're with Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
And we are back. Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central being announced first. And Bill, I'm going to let you pick it up because I was operating some controls, and you'll have their starting lineup. You can see it on our great camera shots by Worthy Road Studios.
Okay, Joe, we've got Lagan Binkley, Mackenzie Burton, Sophie Bratton, Anna Byton. And I'm looking at see if I don't.
Native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best.
I don't know whether that's Battle or Haley Forrest. They have a 50 Maya Harris, but we will go with what we've got. And now let's get Jackson Christian School's starting lineup. Number 4 is Erin Baines. She is a senior. And, of course, you see coming out just now, number 5, that is Trinity Brooks. She's a 5'5" sophomore. And 22 is Elena Yarber. She's a 5'5" freshman. The other starters are Taylor Baines. She is a freshman. She is 5'3" and a deadly three-point shooter. And the senior, Lexi Bell, at 5'5". And sometimes early in these Hall of Fame games, these kind of things happen where you don't get all the notes. Jackson Christian comes into this game 1 win. They had that over Carroll Academy the other night. And 0-1 Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. They're coached by, of course, Coach Brittingham. And everybody knows our coach, Brian Freeman. Brian did a great job last year building this team towards the end of the year. They really picked up some steam, and we'll try to get this set. But let's see, Brooks jumps, and, of course, it's control. Everybody was in a defensive tip that time. Looks like a 2-3 zone, Bill, or a 1-2-2. We'll see how high that wing is. It's going to be a 1-2-2 zone. And, of course, you drop, and it gives the appearance. All zones are the same when the ball's in the corner. Into the high post to the baseline. Brooks shot up, missed, rebound on the backside. Up and in is Lexi Bell for her first 2, and she'll try an old-fashioned three-pointer.
You know, Joe, if you look at Jackson Christian, they're very petite, not very tall, but good move under the baseline.
Absolutely. And you can see on the Worthy Roads production, there will be a scoreboard with moving minutes and seconds. Shot it, got it. It's 3-0. Jackson Christian leads. They go into a 1-2-1-1 full court press. Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central handling the ball. Got the good trap over there, Bill. And the coach wisely calls the time.
That's an early time. That's what they call those early TOs, isn't it?
Yeah. They're going to take a 30. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
And welcome back to action here at Jerry Eskew Gymnasium. Bill Hamilton, Coach Joe Holloway. There's the trap again, Bill, in the steal. Looks like Aaron Bain's going to have the basketball. Gives it off. There's the dribble penetration. We lose it. Turnover picked up by the Rock-Bruceton Central team, but they kick it back to us.
Yeah, it's an early season, so you're going to have some mistakes, Coach.
You really are. Back in their 1-2-2 zone. Now let's see, we'll set up with two low posts, two wings, around the horn, and we'll run cutters through. They'll turn the ball. They were working on this before Rock-Bruceton Central ever got here. Into the low post, turnaround jumper, Brooks, no good. Regarbra had a piece of it, but lost it. Coming down with the rebound was Lagan Brinkley. They had a little screen and roll. Let's see, we're playing, looks like pack man-to-man with some pressure. Jump ball, Bill. Early tendencies, Bill.
Yeah, and those things are going to happen. You got to kind of get in the flow of the game. Not a large crowd, but a crowd arriving. A lot of them are relatives and some parts of different teams scouting the opposition.
And you'll have that early in the season. Remember, we got a space because of COVID and do some things like that. Stolen by Jackson Christian School, and now they're on the run. Aaron Baines with it, crosses over, goes the whole kick out. And, of course, that was to her sister. Now we go low post. Aaron set in the corner, three up, off the iron, rebound fought for, and pulled down by Sophie Bratton of Rock-Bruceton Central. Bill, I've got to shorten that before the day's over. Here's the steal. Will Brooks take it all the way? Their feet get mixed up together, and having the basketball is Rock-Bruceton Central on the left wing, trying to feed the low post. And that one off the hands, picked up, and that's Aaron Baines with it. And ESPN wants to help us out a little bit. Brooks drives, she misses. There she is in the ball game for Jackson Christian. That's number 22, if I got my numbers right.
I thought that was Brooks that scored. Down low. I'll have to wait and see.
And we will have to check that out. That was Yarber that actually picked it up.
Okay.
And we'll get that into our scorebook. Like I said, sometimes early in the year you have here's another steal. It's 5-0 Jackson Christian School. And a foul on number 11, Lagan Binkley. She is a sophomore for them.
Joe, how much factor does this playing in your home gym?
It helps a whole lot, especially early in the season. Early in the season is so important, Bill. First shot up a little short. Let's see, second, boy, deadly silence there at the 5:13 mark. Second one off the back of the iron. Rebound's going to be to Binkley. And that was Ava Jones with two. Here's a steal. Brooks, her layup no good, but it won't count as a shot against her as Binkley, I believe, has picked up her second foul. 3 team fouls on the guest, which is Bruceton. I may leave the central part out and just say
I think you're going to get real tired. Your vocal cords.
With 2 games, yeah. Brooks, a very good free throw shooter. Trinity Brooks, a sophomore. Now, if I call her Sydney, she had a sister that played here last year, so we have to cut me a little slack on that. Second one missed, rebound fought for. And Binkley's been busy, fouls and rebounds lately. And we're having a lot of fun with this game. And, of course, that's Bratton had it out front. It's stolen and looks
that's
like –
That's her third foul, Joe.
That's not good because they have a limited bench. And I believe this young lady 3 fouls, 4 team fouls.
You got 3 fouls in the first quarter, and they're taping one of the young ladies, the only substitute they have. They're taping her ankles. They're going to have to hurry.
Yes, they are, because you cannot foul. You got to keep your hands completely off. Aaron Baines gets free. They give her the ball in the lane. Ava Jones 3 up, rattles around, wouldn't fall, Bill. And Rock-Bruceton has the basketball. They lose it out of bounds. I think we've got the more experienced team here.
Well, and you can kind of watch them, and they're trying to, the gymnasium's large. It doesn't matter about the crowd. You're in a bigger gym than sometimes you've played in, and it's a varsity game. You rode the big cheese. Isn't that what you used to call that?
Yeah,
Buzz?
big yellow cheese, what Megan called it.
I saw it outside. Carroll County's big yellow cheese.
They run Aaron Baines through, bring her out on the baseline. She'll line up, shoot the 3, and trust me, she will start dropping in a minute. The rebound goes off to Bruceton. And for those of you from Hollow Rock, don't get upset when I leave that out. And actually, we've got 2 players that we don't have numbers for, Bill, that they didn't give us. This is Binkley. Her shot no good, rebounded by Yarber to Jones. Jones looking up the floor, and we've got the numbers 4 on 3. Let's see what we do with it. We bring it back out front to Taylor Baines, back in the corner to 0-0. That's Lily Barnes in there now. She goes for the 3, but no good, and a little carrying the basketball.
Yeah, and quite honestly, Joe, some of the girls just looking a little tired. I don't know if it's early in the season, but, conditioning becomes a big factor when nobody's coming in for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can get worn out pretty quick. Now the zone is more like a 2-3 than it is a 1-2-2. Almost a 1-4, and here's Baines' shot. Off the iron, missed. Getting the rebound is the freshman Yarbrough, and she'll go to the line.
Well, she penetrated and moved around. Bruceton looks a little bit tired right now, Joe, and I can understand. You're in a big gymnasium. First game, you kind of got to get your legs under you.
It really hurts your practice, too. You're limited what you can do.
Did you used to practice with your girls as one of their teammates when you were short, or did you always have enough?
Sometimes managers, that's how we found out Terry Nelson could play basketball.
Okay.
Terry turned into a very good point guard, and at one time was second assist at Northside. Second one, shot it off the iron. Rebound is pulled down by Bratton. Now losing it. This will be Barnes, Lily Barnes with the basketball. Lily's also one of those freshmen off that great middle school team. Boys middle school this year is undefeated, 15-0, I believe.
Yeah, they're playing very well. I've seen them play.
Here's the shot up and down. That one, beautiful.
Nothing but the net, Joe.
Taylor Baines with her first 2 back into the 1-2-1-1 press. And this is Jackson Christian's game, is to press Ava Jones. Let's see, called jump ball. Possession arrow looks like it belongs to the Lady Eagles of Jackson Christian. More people coming in. Sydney Julian wearing number 23. And, Bill, you usually do a much better job of picking up subs than I do.
I'll tell you what, Joe, I guess it's a sign of older age up here in these white uniforms.
Yeah.
These numbers are hard to read for an old guy.
Yeah, we got to get I got some new glasses waiting right now at Sam's. Here's drive on the baseline. Oh, man. High arcing shot. Drew Rain. Taylor Baines has her 4th point, and it's a 10-0 lead with 2:29 to go in the first quarter. Binkley wanted to outrun them. Now we trap her. She's trying to get it out of there and does get it out of there to Burton. Burton back to Binkley. Binkley's 3 up off the front of the iron. Rebound, Lily Barnes, and she takes off with it. Looked like an old Boston Celtic fast break with everybody running hard.
John Havlicek.
Yes. Down into the low post, kick out to Lily Barnes. Her 3 is up, off, and rebound last touch by Lexi Bell. It'll belong to Central.
Joe, I got to compliment you. I know you did the Jackson Christian football game, but you really studied and made it a delightful game for those people that couldn't be there. I know my son complimented. He said what a great job you did and how much you love those Eagles.
Well, I love the Eagles, but I also, my color man, David Wade, in football may be the best color man for especially high school football.
Well, he understood
here.
the game, Joe. He came with a white hat. You cheated a little bit now. You normally don't have that degree of knowledge with you.
Absolutely. Good defense, but they're going to call block. Maybe they're saying that Brooks didn't give her enough room to turn. But we won't question the referees. They're closer to it than we are.
Well, I tell you what, they don't get paid enough for sometimes the abuse they might take, and they hustle.
Shot off the iron, rebound, Ava Jones. She's going to hustle down the floor. That was our first team foul. Lighting it up is number 21, Lexi Bell, and I called it too soon, but I knew that one was going down, Bill.
I tell you what, she squared that body up, and what is it, the release point at the top of the arc when you let that ball go through?
Beautiful, beautiful shot. Pressure man-to-man on Binkley. They switch on the high screen, and Binkley with 3 fouls is having to play very careful, Bill. She's there, looks like best offensive threat, because we've assigned some of our good defenders with 57 seconds. This will be a 5-second turnover, and we'll have substitutions coming in. And, Bill, I'll let you get the sub for us and them.
Erin Baines is coming in. She's a senior 5'2" guard. And I think the only sub that they would have is number 21.
Well, they got 12 on that jersey. It's got to be one of our 2 unknown people, either Forrest or Battle.
Well, we'll just do a multiple choice. Say
And
both
at
their names.
halftime, we'll see if we can't get their numbers.
I got a steal, Joe.
And a steal, knocked away and then picked up on the run out. Will there be a blocking foul?
On the floor.
On the floor for 2 shots, and going to the line will be Mackenzie Burton, a 9th grader for them.
Joe, I got to ask a question. When does a young lady know that she's a shooter? I know you got to practice. Is that in elementary school? Maybe it is a younger age, and then you learn to be better as a shooter?
You know, Bill, it can change, and I'm not hedging on the answer. Let's let her shoot the first one. Shot it, got it, and their first points for Mackenzie Burton. But the best thing is kids trying to throw the ball at a 10-foot goal when they're in elementary school is the wrong way to do things. Second one, shot it, got it.
Beautiful shots.
Yes. Mackenzie Burton, one of those 9th graders, quickly to Baines into the low post.
Nice block.
And it's knocked away from Julian, picked up. Here's Binkley on the run out, one girl to stop her. I think they'll get Ava Jones on a handcuff is what I call it.
Binkley got to be careful. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody foul out in a quarter now, Joe.
That would be, she's got 3.
I know.
But to finish the question on a shooter, some people have a natural touch. They have good hand-eye coordination, but you can build shooters too. First shot up and good. And I think Binkley's probably a pretty good shooter. Her 3 a while ago looked really good. Jones is going to come out and Taylor Baines back in. Let's see what happens with the second one. United States steal shot rolls in. There is no pig iron in the rims.
No pig iron. I checked it out.
Yeah. Baines driving, her shot up and good, and that's what you expect out of Erin Baines. Fill that basket up. 15-4, 14 seconds and counting. Pressure at half court. Making Binkley reverse pivot. She'll get a high screen. Good switches, though, by Jackson Christian.
Yeah, good defense. Oh, long 3-ball. As they would say, air ball if you had a lot of spectators there.
Yeah, boys over on the far side being kind and not hollering air ball. 1.2 seconds inbounded. They'll just hold it at the end of 1 quarter of play. Jackson Christian School leads 15-4 over Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. Let's take a 1-minute timeout on Worthy Road Studios.
Hello everyone, Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship. Every dollar you give will provide scholarships for students at FHU. Help change a life. We're going to have a great time and raise funds for these students. So I'll see you in December, and go Lions.
And we are back here ready for second quarter action. Bill Hamilton, Coach Joe Ollie. Bill, quick thoughts about what you saw in the first quarter.
Well, it's an early game, Joe. It's we've got to kind of get ourselves into motion. Jackson Christian dominant position right now, leading 15-4.
And here come the Tigers. Their shot up and no good. Taylor Baines on the run out here. One-hander rolls around, falls off, rebound belongs to the Tigers. Tigers running, and looks like Baines hustled back, not that one, a way to stop action, Bill.
Yeah, and you've got some substitutions putting in by Jackson Christian, going to let some of the young ladies come in and learn how the live basketball is, and that's very nice of them.
And that DeWitt I see in there wearing number 3. Here's Binkley, and she's been one of the two offensive threats. We're trapping her, and her pass goes awry. Aaron Baines steals it, picks it up, pivots. She wants to run with it. Brings it down one-on-one Binkley, and that could be Binkley's 4th foul.
Well, I don't know that she knew what to do. She tried to stay still, but, you know, you're going to move your body.
Absolutely. And that one probably is on the baseline. It was on the floor. 16 foul. Takes 7 in high school and a half to get to the bonus. Bain, right wing, up, down, and she got it. She drained it. Aaron Baines, her 5th point. 18-4. Commanding lead, and it's been mostly Jackson Christian.
Yeah, and, Joe, when you're talking about 6 players and et cetera, Binkley's trying to drive. Long pass stolen by Jackson Christian Lady Eagles.
Absolutely. Aaron Baines all the way to Julian. Left-handed layup. Nice form. A little hard off the glass. And rebounded by number 21, Sophie Bratton, the senior for Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. They've stopped Binkley. She's pivoting. Will she get a 5-second violation?
She threw the elbow, Joe.
She's gone.
She's going to be on the bench for a long time.
This is her 5th foul, and it is the 1-and-1, but that's an offensive foul, so you do not shoot it. And evidently the young lady that's sitting on the bench is not where she can play today.
Well, it's going to be a long afternoon, I think, Coach.
Yeah, because that is their main ball handler. The freshman, Burton, may have to take over the ball handling.
You have a uniform?
One trip down the floor and I'd be through, Bill. I'm serious.
You'd be resting some, huh?
Into the high post to Yarber. She's got to get out of the lane. She does. Here's Baines' left-handed dribble. Moving the ball around the perimeter, Taylor Baines. And to the baseline, rattles in, out, in, and out again. Lily Barnes' shot was nice, but we've got a foul down on this end, and fouls are going to become a problem for Bruceton.
Yeah, because they're struggling against a better basketball team, a team that has won a lot of games in the middle school, moved on up.
Here's the shot off the iron, and the free throwing will come. You have to keep that elbow under it. But you ought to have seen Bill when he was playing. Now, he had great form.
I could shoot free throws. It just took me a while to get down the floor. They didn't measure me by a watch. They did a sand dial.
Yep. Second one off the iron. Rebound, though, Jackson Christian has it, and that's Lily Barnes. Barnes out to Taylor Baines. And I've got to remember this year I got to say Taylor Baines and Aaron Baines because I have 2 Baines on the floor like I did Brooks last year. Over on the wing, they feed into the high post. Elena Yarber shot blocked, picked up by the post player for Bruceton. Here's Burton dribbling in there. She's got some good moves for a freshman. Takes it to the hole and gets fouled, Bill.
Yeah, and it's just fighting against an obstacle because, the other team seen Jackson Christian's more rested, and these girls, they're tired right now. They're ready for halftime, I would think.
Mackenzie Burton, she had 2 in the first quarter. She was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Her shot up, boy, she string music right there.
They've got some good shooters, Joe. They're just undermanned.
Yeah, Lexi Bell. Well, even though Coach Finley's not coaching the girls anymore, he said when they have all their players here, they have some good people. They just shorthanded today. Rebound on the second one, her first miss, now 3 for 4. It's 18-5. Eagles of Jackson Christian leading. And taking her time is Taylor Baines on the point. Aaron Baines on the left wing. Lexi Bell on the right wing. They bring it around to Bell. They overload on the baseline to Aaron Baines. Her three a little bit inside. Rebound fought for. Lexi Bell got it, had it, shot it, missed it. And the big
rebound.
Big post player, you're right.
She said, this is my house.
Yep. And everybody get out of my house. And it's my ball, too. Nice crossover dribble, but good defense by Jackson Christian. Let's watch them switch, and they do. Burton reverses, goes to the hole, and banks it in. Mackenzie Burton now has 5 on the night. It's 18-7 at the 4:50 mark.
She had a good move down there, Joe. She called bank shot. I heard him.
Yep. And we won't ask which bank. Shot, air ball missed on the backside, but there's that good rebounding by Barnes. There's some more rebounds fought for. We pick it up, and there's got to be a foul in there, and Barnes will probably go to the line for 2. And that'll be her first time at the line, if I can hold on to my ink pen. Got it caught in my mic cord. We're having fun here. You ought to come on down to Jerry Eskew Gymnasium. Now, one thing I do know is all about the concession stand, and they have great food over there.
Now, you've changed the rules now, Joe. Some of the things that were so good, you know, the food's handled a little bit different. Nachos you don't have, and et cetera. You got to keep social distancing, get your temperature taken. It's a different feel when you walk into anybody's gymnasium right now.
Absolutely. Lily Barnes, 2 for 2. Shot it, got it, as the late Bill Haney used to say.
I wondered. That's who it was,
yeah,
Bill
it
Haney.
was the late Bill Haney, one of the gurus of broadcasting in this state.
You know, they're named the inside football practice facility after his son.
Yes. Here's the drive by Burton. It bounces around, comes off, and pulling it with authority is Yarborough to Aaron Baines. 3 on 2, make it 4 on 2. Now they get back. Here's the three-pointer up off the iron by Taylor Baines.
Good hustle, Joe.
Yeah, Yarborough's hustle flipped it back in to Lexi Bell, and Bell gets her 8th point of the night. 22-7 your score. Driving on the hole is Burton, and everybody knows that you stop her, although driving a little bit is Bratton. Shot up, no good. Here is the drive, the layup. It crawls up and in, Bill, by Yarborough for her 4th.
You know, it's a very aggressive posturing by Jackson Christian. That was a great basket.
Yeah, it was. Brooks getting ready to come back into the contest. And if I'm not mistaken, Jackson Christian's bench usually only numbers about 8 here early in the season.
But they're hustling, Joe,
Yeah,
and they're all over. It's a steal.
Yeah, there's a steal. They're going to take it to Lily Barnes, coast to coast, lays it up. And that's Barnes' 4th point, and we're going to have a timeout by Coach Brittman. And he takes a 30-second timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on Worthy Road Studios Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Back at Jerry Eskew Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Jackson Christian School. Coach Joe Hawley, Bill Hamilton. Bill, it's been mostly Jackson Christian to your point, but your view at this stage of the second quarter?
Well, I think in a game like this where one of the young ladies from Bruceton Hollow Rock is sitting on the bench, fouling out early in the second quarter, you've got to continue to look at just play your game, get the rebounds, good passes, and their defensive pressure has really been outstanding.
It really has. Both teams working on things, and this is a Hall of Fame game. We'll remind people they do count now. Back about 5 years ago, Hall of Fame didn't count. And this will be a foul on Brooks, and I believe that'll be her second foul. Team fifth foul. There are 9 fouls on Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. You've got to keep your eye on Mackenzie Burton. Now they try the post player. She turns, may have had a little step in there.
Now
Maybe that was that Euro step.
The running clock, what does it consist of? Because it's running now. Is that, can you ask for the clock to continue to run?
You can do that. And you just saw the basket then. Here's Burton driving, but it's stolen away from her. Taylor Baines coming out. She's on the run. A good quick pass to Brooks. And Brooks lays it up and in. Trinity Brooks with her first 2. And it's 30-7 with 1:59. We'll have a running clock probably in the second half.
Well, it's running now, so I think you can ask for it and get it. Both teams agree.
Here's a steal. Ava Jones. Let's see if she takes it coast to coast. Lays it up and in. Ava Jones with her first 2. It's 32-7, 1:40 to go in the second quarter of play. It's like Burton, she'll take it, and she was looking for a screen. Here's the pass. Inside. Stolen again. This time, this looks like Taylor Baines, and it is. She takes it coast to coast.
Now, those baskets, Joe, really they're contributed to a tiredness of Bruceton Hollow Rock young ladies.
They're not stepping up meeting their passes, and the passes don't have the zip, and they are really depending on one young lady to make most of it happen. Mackenzie Burton, and she's a freshman. There's the basket. And, Bill, I was looking down my book. Who made that last basket?
I didn't see it, Joe. I was watching it just running up and down. Fast-paced game, really. It
really is. 36-7, 46 seconds left. Let's see if Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central holds it for 1. Crossover dribble. And here's the steal. Will Brooks hold on to it? She tiptoes over at the blue line and gets it off wisely to her point guard. Pass quickly. The layup coming, Lexi Bell, and that's teamwork right there.
Well, the legs are gone, Joe.
Yeah.
They want to sit down for a few minutes, get their breath.
21 seconds at 38-7, and you can even reduce the time in the quarters.
Okay.
It'll depend, with it being a Hall of Fame game. The steal on the run out looks like Lexi Bell missed. Rebound, Taylor Baines. Baines has 8, and it's 40-7 as time runs down at the end of 1 quarter of or 2 quarters of play, and it's halftime. Jackson Christian 40, 7 for Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central, and we're going to take a 2-minute timeout on the Worthy Road Studios network.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
Roof Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
Hello everyone, Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship. Every dollar you give will provide scholarships for students at FHU. Help change a life. We're going to have a great time and raise funds for these students. So I'll see you in December, and go Lions.
Welcome back to Jackson Christian. I am Bill Hamilton, helping the legend Coach Joe Holloway. We're playing the Hall of Fame game at Jackson Christian Gymnasium. It's been a total domination by the Eagles, the young ladies from Jackson Christian, as they lead 40-7. You're looking at the Jerry Eskew Gymnasium now, with the Eagles being shown on the screen. Jackson Christian has come out in this game, and Rock-Bruceton Hollow Rock had told us that they only have 6 players. And one of the young ladies has fouled out early in the second quarter, so it'll be a tough position. You'll see a lot of the fans that are here, moms and dads and et cetera, on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon, enjoying the game on Worthy Road Production Studios, an outstanding venture. I happen to be a true leader in watching this production, and looking forward to Coach Joe. If you were watching earlier in the game, you saw Freed Hardeman's ad with Gary Sinise. Will be coming to Freed Hardeman very, very shortly. This gymnasium was named by the not late administrator, but gentleman that led Jackson Christian, a great coach and Christian man, Mr. Jerry B. Eskew. We'll be having the boys game, and then tonight Coach Joe will be doing another game. He'll have 3 games today, but I'm enjoying working with him. Coach Joe was doing the football games of Jackson Christian this year, did an excellent job with his color man. See the beautiful little girl with the pink outfit. It's really nice because Jackson Christian provides a family of spectators and family, providing Christian guidance and leadership. These young men and young women will become leaders in their society, and it's been special. We're under 6 minutes to open up the third quarter. It's been a total dominating game by Jackson Christian, and really probably at this point will continue to be. Jackson Christian has a very, very young team. They're led by Aaron Baines, a senior. Lexi Bell is a senior. Trinity Brooks is a sophomore, and 2 outstanding freshmen. That would be Taylor Baines. She's a freshman at 5'3" as a guard, and Elena Yarbrough, a 5'5" freshman. They are coached by Brian Freeman. Assistant coaches are Sarah Campbell and Kim Watson. So we'll have the boys game. We'll get ready. We're at the 5-minute mark, and I think right now we'll have a timeout. We'll have a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back and we'll talk about what to look forward to in this second game as many of the football players are back. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Basketball Jackson Christian Style on Worthy Road Studio.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
Rivloga Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
back to the halftime show on Worthy Road Studios production of Jackson Christian School Lady Eagle basketball. Bill,
Hello, everyone. Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed-Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship. Every dollar you give will provide scholarships for students at FH.
Trinity Brooks 6, Ava Jones 2, Taylor Baines 8, Lexi Bell has 10, Lily Barnes 2, Elena Yarber has 6 for a total of 40. Only 2 young ladies have scored for Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. Mackenzie Burton is their leading scorer. She has 5 points, and actually she has 6. And Lagan Binkley, who has fouled out, has 1.
Joe, it's been an interesting game and probably kind of what we expected. The speed, the youthfulness of Jackson Christian, totally dominating because you've got an undermanned and some of it is COVID. In it quarantine, and that what we learned earlier, there could be some players that are missing.
Yes, they have several players
that are missing, and so it's an undermanned staff from trying to get on the court with. And Jackson Christian, I thought, has played very well. They're missing really that dominant inside presence. They're going to live and die by the 3 ball and good teamwork, Joe.
Absolutely, and well coached. Brian Freeman does a good job. Remember, he's had some back-to-back great middle school teams coming in here. Of course, we do have some seniors on the team, but what's coming back is going to be great. You're obviously wanting great minutes out of Baines. That's Aaron Baines, Bell, and Jones, who are seniors. But you're getting great minutes out of sophomore Trinity Brooks. Sydney Julian has given them quality minutes. Taylor Baines, a freshman. Elena Yarber and Lily Barnes is a freshman.
So really what you're doing is getting ready for the balance of the season and trying to learn how to these teamwork, because these girls have not played with each other. Some of them haven't.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And 55, the post player, is Haley Forrest that we will tell you about. And she is manning in the middle. Of the biggest problem that Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central's got now is they have no substitutes.
No, and you could tell at the latter stages of the first and second quarters is they had their hands by the side. You know, when we played, Joe, we'd always grab our jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
And try to hide that we were tired. Well, here the young ladies just put their hands by the side, and Jackson Christian had several untouched layups.
It will be Jackson Christian's basketball with 8 minutes to go, obviously, in the third quarter. So they've not shortened the quarters. Let's see if we are at the running clock point yet. I actually think Jackson Christian needs 2 more points before you run it. We'll find out, though. 7:56 as it ticks into the low post. Shot off the iron. Rebound comes down. It belongs to the Tigers of Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. That was Kelsey Manus with the rebound. Here's a shot outside. Manus got the rebound, shot it, missed it. Rebound is Sydney Julian, the sophomore. Long forecourt pass to Aaron Bain, and she lays it up. Now, you like those fundamentals, Bill? I know you're a fundamental guy.
Joe, that's a left-handed layup.
That's right.
She's a right-handed shooter. Did you teach that?
No, I taught it when I coached, but I have to give whoever taught her, she has nice form.
Oh, she took that ball in that left hand. That's a difficult shot.
A 2-3 zone by Jackson Christian now employed. And around the horn here, 21 is Bratton. Shot up, no good. Rebound, this is Lily Barnes. She's starting the second half, and she wants to take it all the way and lays it up in. And she looked like she threw it in fifth gear there a minute ago.
Well, they're just going, as they say, blast. It looks like the Road Runner on some of those early childhood commercials.
Yeah, we will remind you that Aaron Smith up for Mr. Football.
One of the 3 finalists,
One
Joe.
of the 3 finalists, and I believe that award's December 8th. Here's the steal by Aaron Baines. She'll take it right-handed this time, so she's laid one up in this half right-handed and one left-handed, and she also has 9 points.
Boy, it's quiet in the gym, isn't it?
It is, and you're going to have games like this. Even with the good crowds we were having at Freed, there were times it would get quiet down there. Tigers up 49-14, thank goodness. Bill and I are not Bruceton Tiger fans. We are University of Memphis Tiger fans, and we've been keeping up with that. For those of you listening live, this game will be archived on YouTube by Worthy Road Studios. And, of course, Aaron's got it out front, down into the short corner there. Back out front, long three, up, no good. Ava Jones had inside position, tries a scoop layup, and it's rebounded and put back up. We're on the boards, but let's see. They say it was touched last and was out of bounds. Our camera crew today and some of our great people, Caleb Brewer and, of course, Lawson Mann, Gary Lockhart on the controls, and the founder of it all, Paul Schultz of Worthy Road Studios, is here today. So the crew is here today, and Bill Hamilton doing color. Bill, there's a nice pass.
It was. Did you ever ask Paul how did he come up with the name of Worthy Road? Is he just saying that all the roads are worthy?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to ask Paul how maybe at halftime we can find out and give the story. How did you come up with the name Worthy Road Studios? Oh, Lawson Mann also knows the story. At the line for two is Sydney Julian. Her first shot up, and nothing but string music, Bill.
I tell you what, that's nice-looking shooting from the free throw line.
Just a sophomore, so she's got several years left here at Jackson Christian. Second one up, shot it, got it. That's her first two of the night, and it's 48-7. Here comes down the floor, and this young lady, Mackenzie Burton, for ninth grade, is very good.
Yes, she is.
She takes it to the left side, skips it back back out front. And they dribble handoff. They want Burton to shoot this one. Her shot, not bad, but off the glass. Rebound, Lily Barnes. Barnes, she runs the floor well. Julian's shot, a little short. Rebound, Manus for Bruceton. Now stealing it back is DeWitt. DeWitt passes off to Barnes. Barnes will get a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play.
Joe, I have to tell you, Ohio State is only leading Tom Allen's Indiana 42-35, sir.
42-35. You know Ohio State has won 25 straight.
Well, and then this, I saw it, Mr. Campbell from Jackson, Tennessee, kicked the PAT. A lot of people don't know it. Indiana, that's amazing that this basketball school knows how to play football like they do.
Lily Barnes at the line for one, misses it. Rebound came down to Rock-Bruceton Central, and that was Bratton. No, that was Burton that got the rebound. Now there's a foul on Jackson Christian, which will be their second team foul, I believe, of the half.
Now, I got to ask you a question, Joe. Bruceton, Hollow Rock, two cities together that join. Is that where?
Yes.
That's where they came up with the dual name?
Yeah, they are. It's kind of like Mount Pleasant and Columbia are together, but they haven't joined. I mean, both city limits hit each other. Burton trying to drive. It's picked up by Manus. Manus over to Bratton. Bratton back to, and then to Manus. Manus shot off the iron, rebounded to Burton, and Burton's going to be fouled, looks like, by Sydney Julian.
Well, she really hustles, Joe.
She does. This is going to be a solid lineup, and they're running more, even though they're using Yarborough in the post. And if I'm not mistaken, Yarborough is kin to the famous Northside Yarborough family of basketball players. First shot up, shot it, got it. This young lady, Mackenzie,
really
good, yeah.
Really shoot that basketball.
She is 4 for 5 from the free throw line. She'll be trying to go 5 for 6. The 8th point of the night for the Bruceton team. The second one, shot it, and that one she kind of double hitched. Rebound, boy, Yarborough took it down. Elena Yarborough with authority.
She did.
In the corner to Taylor Bain. She brings it out and will set the offense. Here's Jones. Jones in the high post. Yarborough kicks it out but turned and threw it to a blue jersey. And that was Batty. And losing it. And when you get tired, you make mistakes.
You do, and you're trying to overcompensate for your tiredness, and it's hard to fill up the tank when you're worn out.
It really is. We've got the running clock, and we'll have to adjust between games and see what will happen there. We'll get a new start. You can catch this on Worthy Road Studios Facebook page. It'll be archived tonight on YouTube. And 1-2-2 set. They flash and have Yarborough high, so it's really a 1-3-1 set. Here's Jones. Nice stop and pop. Bill, you like that, I can tell.
Well, I mean, it's a shooter's touch, Joe, and it's nice. I mean, these girls are working hard on both sides, and you got to attribute to good coaching.
There we go with the 2-3 zone against a 2-1-2 setup. And the reason I call it 2-3 because the middle post player is back in the lane. Thrown inside, that was attempted to Forrest, and looks like Yarborough couldn't find the handle on it. Bill, I believe that Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central's trying to do the right things, but when you're tired and undermanned, sometimes it's a little tough to do those things.
You're a step slow, okay? You can't really put a lot of defensive because Jackson Christian, nice play. Did everything but make the bucket.
Yep. And you can see a little of the springs out of the leg. Now, Taylor Baines off to Brooks. That's unselfish play right there too, Bill.
Well, it is, Joe, but they're really, really trying on the other side.
8 points for Brooks. 54-8 is your score. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Hello everyone, Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship. Every dollar you give will provide scholarships for students at FHU. Help change a life. We're going to have a great time and raise funds for these students. So I'll see you in December, and go Lions.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Back at Jerry Eskew Gymnasium for the conclusion of this ball game, operating under a running clock. Jackson Christian Lady Eagles 54, Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central Lady Tigers 8. And again, the 2-3 zone. And I like Burton, though, number 20 on the point out there, Bill, for them. She's had most of their points. Takes a shot there, got it partially blocked. Yarborough with the rebound. And here comes Taylor Baines, long pass to Brooks. Trinity Brooks reverse layup, left it a little short. Rebound under there, Yarborough. Her shot tiptoes through the tulips and rolls in.
You remember that tiptoe, was it Tiny Tim?
Tiny Tim.
He was on the Johnny Carson show.
Yes.
Didn't he have a ukulele or something like that? Okay.
And he was married to Miss Vicky.
No, I don't remember that.
Yes, they got married, I think, on the Carson show. Here's a screen coming up for Bratton. She gets it off to Burton, and Burton's shot is blocked solidly. And I believe it's going to be last touched. Well, it belongs to Blue. I think the officials have done a good job. These are harder games to control than some of the other types where you got the good. Yeah, you have to call maybe a few more fouls. Burton shot up, no good, rebound, and that is Forrest under there. She had it a little bit too far into the goal, and Yarborough pulls it down, and here goes Taylor Baines. Gets it off to DeWitt. DeWitt's shot is blocked, but she's fouled, Bill.
Yeah, it's just good hustling, and an undermanned Bruceton Hollow Rock is they're still hustling, Joe, but the tank is empty and it's in the reservoir position right now.
And it's going to be interesting. I will have to go and check the official book because we were given 3 names with no numbers for the boys' game. And that does make a little difference. DeWitt's first shot rattles around but falls through for her first points.
Well, I got to ask you about football now, Joe, because you finished the season and what was the most dynamic timing or most enjoyable game that you did with Jackson Christian football team this year?
Okay, Bill, and the second one missed. Rebound comes to Burton, and it's knocked away from her. She picks it back up. when we get a second, I do want to answer that one. Looks like Julian Sidney with steal loses it, but picked up by Yarborough, who is ever alert. And there's one where you step on people's feet, lose it, turnover. And shooting the ball is Batty, and Batty gets her first 2 points of the contest. This is going to sound like a stock answer. I enjoyed every Jackson Christian School football game we did. The losses stung a little bit. The wins, obviously, but you know what? I saw a great group of kids coached by a good coaching staff, and I got to see touchdown passes, good runs, and I'm going to brag on your grandson. I got to see him play unlicensed chiropractor and rearrange bones. There's a nice shot by Taylor Baines for her 10th point.
Well, I appreciate that, Joe. I woke up yesterday morning, picked up the Jackson Sun, and he's at the top of the list in his division with 100 tackles on his season. One of the most enjoyable times in my life is being able to watch him. He hit some folks, okay? He put some accordion hits on a number of players, and there were some other athletes that watched Tinsley catch, Cisco catch. These kids gave it all they got. He ran out of gas against a team that probably could win the state championship. They'll be playing Friday night, Saturday to test that state championship ball.
Yeah. But they scored the most points on Davidson Academy anybody this year. The 3 wideouts, Brooks, Cisco, and Tinsley, were great. I thought that a good team play was by Jackson Taylor moving part-time tight end to between running back and tight end. And so the offensive line improved over the year before.
They did. They, we had a good year, Joe. Did we have a disappointing year? We had a disappointing loss or two that I wish, but we had big wins. The win over USJ was a very dramatic win, and et cetera. Enjoyed that win. You hadn't beat anybody in 13 years, and you put the W on your side. It really makes you. But Tacker and his teammates, they gave it all they had, and that's all you can ask for.
Sidney Julian with that last basket, 61-10, Jackson Christian leads. Now Batty with
Is that her second basket in a row?
That's her second basket in a row, and she's lighting it up. We don't know, but she looks like a young player, and they've got a middle school team there that is something to lo and behold at Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. Here's Yarborough in the high post, and thinks she's going to develop into a good one. Rebound was down there on the baseline by Lily Barnes, and she's getting fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Barnes has 6 now in this contest. 61-12, running clock if you're watching it on Worthy Road Studios, and it's their Facebook. First one, shot it, got it. Let's see if we can come up with something else. Barnes eyes it, tries it, and she buys it.
I haven't heard you create that.
That's one I haven't used. Every once in a while I'll let it slide into my.
Is it so? It doesn't have the equivalency of a slobber knocker, does it?
No, it hadn't gotten to that point yet. Here's a steal.
Nice steal.
She was waiting on it. Ava Jones read it. She'll go coast to coast, hook layup, and lays it in. And she's got her 6th point of the night.
She called bank shot. I heard it.
Yeah.
Well, it should be credit union. She's going to Leaders Credit Union.
Is that where she goes?
Yeah.
Okay. Leaders Credit Union. That's where I bank. I believe you do too.
Yes, sir. Some of the nicest folks on North Island.
Yeah. High-low feed attempted. And there's some great folks down there on the floor. Both teams full of really nice young ladies. Nice pass, unselfish. Even though it didn't go, Yarborough gets the rebound. Now here's Julian with the rebound out to Taylor Baines. Her shot off a little bit. There's a lot of hustling going on out there. You got blue shirts, white shirts.
Joe, it's interesting you say that because you got a 50-point lead, and they're out there like it's 12-12.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do. You have fun, Bill.
Okay.
And you can tell the Jackson Christian girls having fun. But you know what? Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central hadn't quit either. And that's good.
They keep on playing.
And we only won, I believe, 6 games last year with the ladies. We're going to win more than that this year. Matter of fact, this should be, in theory, with 1:21 to go, our 2nd win of the season. Streaking to the basket, and it misses, but there's the rebound. Kicked out to Sidney Julian. Her shot is up, and that was smooth as silk. And she's got now 6 in this half. Nice crowd has picked up, and we'll have a boys' game. It may get to start a little earlier than normal. Down in the corner, Batty's shot, it was headed that way. It got blocked that time. Yarber picks it up short, gives it to Julian. Sydney Julian with the ball, and she'll give it off to Lexi Bell. She found somebody on the baseline open, and rolling it in is Lily Barnes for her 10th point.
Yeah, the gas is out of the tanks, Joe.
It is 30 seconds left. You're listening to Worthy Road and watching Worthy Road Studios production. You can get that on Facebook. We'll have a lot of Jackson Christian games on there, and they'll be archived on YouTube if you want to tell friends to go back and watch that. Maina's shot, left her hand, elbow was out a little bit, looked good leaving, but the elbow took it off a little bit. 8 seconds left. Let's see if Jackson Christian just holds it. And they are going to hold it. 1 second. The horn sounds. Final score, 69-12. And what really was a better game than the score indicated. Both teams hustling right to the end. And, Bill, your quick thoughts before we take a time
Well,
out.
I mean, Hall of Fame game early in the season. As it says on the scoreboard, Eagles win, and it was. Looking forward to the guys' game, seeing how these football players can be accommodated to basketball.
Absolutely. 69-12, your happy final in this one. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap this game up, give you the scoring, and then there may be a little gap we've got to find out between games about how much time between games. But we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout on Worthy Road Studios Network.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
River Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
Hello everyone, Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship. Every dollar you give will provide scholarships for students at FHU. Help change a life. We're going to have a great time and raise funds for these students. So I'll see you in December, and go Lions.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
And welcome back to Jerry Eskew Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Jackson Christian School, where students are educated in a Christian environment. You are watching Worthy Road Studios production of Jackson Christian School basketball. You see the men warming up down on the floor, and we'll tell you about that game. But let's close this women's game out, where the happy final was Jackson Christian School 69 and Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central 12. For Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central, who was the visitors, very fine player of theirs, Legan Binkley, fouled out early. She had 1 point today. Mackenzie Burton had 7, and we will get again, we had to grab some names, but Batty also had 4 for them. She came off the bench part of the time, and that was their scoring of 12 points. And let's talk about Jackson Christian School for a minute. Aaron Baines, the senior, had 9. These are unofficial stats. Your halftime stats were official. We've not gotten the official stats yet on this. But Aaron Baines with 9. She's a senior. Sophomore Trinity Brooks with 8. Senior Ava Jones, 6. Freshman Taylor Baines, let's see, she had 10 in the contest. Those two, got to get those in there. Senior Lexi Bell had 10. Sydney Julian with 6. Lily Barnes had 10. DeWitt had 1. And Elena Yarber with 8. And I may have to move so Gary can see if he can get by me that way. How about that, Gary? And that gives you your total of 69-12. Good effort. The Lady Eagles moved to 2-0. The Lady Tigers moved to 0-2. And so right here in the middle, without even changing gears, we will start to talk about the men's basketball game tonight and see what we have in that. Very familiar names. Now, Jackson Christian, remember, Jackson Christian has done well in that middle school state tournament, the group that Bill talked about with his other grandson, Tristan, them. Most of them are still present middle schoolers. They won a state title, and then this group with Aaron Smith and Will Cisco and Tinsley and both of the Mainers boys, and I was trying to think who else from that team was on there. Daniel Brooks may have been. He plays now. Of course, you know, he's the speedster from football, and we'll mention some football references about all of these guys. But a very good basketball team. Had some big wins last year. We had some injuries and sickness at the wrong time, and I'm sure Coach Theismann would tell you that we might have dropped a game or two that we would have loved to have had because we were good enough to win those games. He's got a great coaching staff this year. Drew Pirtle will be one assistant, and a young man I am very, very familiar with, Antoine Long, who played on 2 state championship teams at Liberty, and I had the pleasure of helping coach him as an assistant at Lambeth. He played 4 years over there and started most of his 4 years. He's good. You can see the shell drill going on right now by the Jackson Christian School Eagles, and this is a good way and a good thing to do as a warm-up. On the other end, Bruceton Hollow Rock Central taking their shots, and the projected starting lineup for Jackson Christian School, and a young man that I'm not really familiar with, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about him, is Aiden Shaw. He is a freshman. Aaron Smith has been under the weather a little bit, and a projected starter for him. Normally, you would have him in the lineup, but Dylan Arnold, who's got more moves than a hula girl, will be a senior wearing jersey 11. And, of course, Will Cisco, who's tougher than nails, and you're talking about glue on his hands. He didn't need to stick them when he played football this year. Will is the wing player. He wears number 21. Cameron Mainers will also start in the post wearing number 24. Peyton Tinsley will be wearing number 23. He starts. He's a Windex man, a rebounder. You name it, Peyton Tinsley does it on the glass. He can score some points too. And that will be the projected starting lineup that we've got for Jackson Christian School. Very experienced lineup, mostly seniors, but the surprise starter, if that holds up, is Aiden. And Bill has got all of the mystery men that I can now try to find spaces in my scorebook for. And that will be interesting. And this, we appreciate Bill's help today. And let's see what we've got here that will play. Okay, Thomas Cruz, we know, is still in the ball game. And he will wear number 12. We don't know if he's starting. But they are going to blow the horn and get the teams over at the 56-second mark. And, Bill, this could be Chris Finley's teams are known for shooting threes. You know, his son played for him once upon a time before graduation, and they can flat wear the three-point line out at Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. And we didn't give Bill even a chance to catch his breath coming up here.
Well, Coach, you know, I think when you get two teams that play football very well, I was outside talking about the football season with the ticket taker. And we got to talking about it, but the lady wanted to know how to watch this game, so I'm going to get this information over. It's kind of exciting because the quality that Worthy Road Studios puts on the air is, as I told you today, it's SEC quality. I can sit at home and I feel like I'm at the 50-yard line and I didn't pay a ticket to get into the game.
And you know what? The studio work is great. And here we go. Owen Crocker wearing number 20 starting. And number 10, that's Cameron Lowe. And looks like Thomas Cruz and wearing 12, and Caleb Haskins wearing number 5. And I will share that with you as I try to I'll get mine up to date. But we know that Lowe and Cruz are starting. And let's see, I believe Crocker is starting. We'll pick those numbers up in just a minute. Let's get the Jackson Christian School Eagles now as they introduce theirs. They've already introduced number 11, the senior Dylan Arnold, who plays point guard. Number 10 is Aiden Shaw, as we told you, the freshman guard. Here comes Will Cisco, the senior, wearing number 21. And looks like Walker Ray may be starting today. And Peyton Tinsley, Walker Ray wearing number 15. Now that one is a surprise. That's not what I had earlier. They also are introducing Cameron Maynard's number 24, so we'll have to, that's 6 people that was introduced. So we'll pick that up and find out what is happening there. We'll get the starters set for you. The good thing is, as Bill Hamilton's here, I'm here, Worthy Road Studios are here, our great camera people are here, Lawson and Caleb, of course Gary's over there, and you the fan are with us. And we're looking forward to this exciting basketball game. And we'll pick these up as we go along. Central controls the basketball. They are the Tigers. It's man-to-man defense employed by the Eagles. There's a back door. Somebody helps. That's good kickoff. Left-handed three-pointer up. 3 points down, and that's number 12. That is Cruz right there. So Cruz gets them up 3-0. And look at Mainers go, the big man. Put that 2 in your eye. It's 3-2 is your score right now. Cruz loses it. Arnold dives on the floor. Shaw has it. They'll tie him up, and the possession arrow should go. Well, let's see. The possession arrow should go to Jackson Christian.
Timeout, Joe.
They're going to call a timeout, though. With them taking a quick timeout, we'll take a quick timeout on the Worthy Road Studios network.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve.
And we are back, 3-2 the score. We're still trying to straighten out some of our numbers from the situation. Shot up.
Trust, guidance,
Rebound
and
belongs to
commitment.
Central.
That's why families turn to us.
Rivlovo Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since
Like the main
1925.
ball handler, but that is number 10, Lowe. Lowe with it. And again, if we don't have the right numbers, we had to get them. But we've done the best. Bill did a great job of getting some numbers for us because there's sickness involved. Shot up, no good. Tipped around. Will Cisco out on the run. He gets it over and to Arnold, and Arnold fakes everybody out of the gymnasium and puts the ball in for 2. And it is 4-3. And now They want a short timeout, they being Hollow Rock Bruceton Central. Let's take a short timeout. We'll be back on Worthy Road Studios.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
We're Little Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of Kane since 1925.
And Will Cisco will go to the line. Kind of looked like when he was playing defensive back a little bit during the football season, Bill.
Joe, how difficult is it to convert from one season to another?
A different set of muscles being used. You got to get your shot back, even if you shoot some. But the muscle situation, and you can see Will a little strong towards the back of the iron. And this young man's normally a very good free throw shooter.
Yeah, but it hadn't been that long. He was out there with fingertip control, catching the ball.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks ago. Second shot up, rolls around, falls off. Maynard's with the rebound. The big man has his 4th point. Jackson Christian's taking a 6-3 lead. They'll pick up man-to-man about three-quarter court. The back screen on Cisco, it doesn't help. And now they're going to say a travel. Yes, they do. It'll be a turnover and belong to the Eagles. Coming into the game, and here he is, number 3, maybe number 1 in your heart if you are a football fan, Aaron Smith, Mr. Football candidate, the senior guard. He's been under the weather just a little bit, but he is a sharpshooter. Ball moved crisply around the horn against the 2-3. Arnold lights it up. It gets knocked out of bounds, but there's where Cisco comes in.
And that's a football move, Joe.
Yep.
That's saying I'm going to come and get you.
Absolutely. And here's the press. It's man defense, picking up full court. Good defense by Shaw. That's the freshman out there, and they say he is going to be a player, Bill.
And I'll tell you what, he's like deodorant. I mean, he is over you.
Yeah. There's a behind the back, off-balance shot, knocked out of bounds, and it'll belong to Jackson Christian. Haskins did some dipsy-do on him, but couldn't get it in the hole. It belongs to Jackson Christian at the 5:45 mark. 6-3. We thought there'd be a little higher scoring.
Well,
right
that's
now.
a little bit different. You know, it's like vanilla and chocolate. There's a little different atmosphere of these boys.
2-3 zone. Now here's Shaw. His first shot up off the iron, no good, and tipping it. And that looked like Birch Weems out there. I think after this year, those jerseys, they'll have to have something a little more solid in the lines of the jersey. Numbers are hard to read if you're having trouble with the boys' jerseys. And it's interesting. Dribble handoff here to Crocker. Here's the pass into Crocker in the low post. He gives it off, tries stolen by Jackson Christian. Tinsley controls, and he'll find Dylan Arnold. There's the pass, and it's thrown away. Wholesale substitution, Bill. I see Brooks for 1 coming in. And we'll check the numbers, make sure we get.
How do you see these numbers, Coach?
It's hard.
We're going to have tennis shoes identifying.
And we've got great lighting. You folks at home, because of the great pictures of Worthy Road, actually have a better chance of seeing them. We just happen to know the kids, like Aaron Smith is guarding 20 there.
You knew that because of the tennis shoes, Coach.
Yeah,
I know you gave that away.
Yep. There's a foul. It'll be should be the second team foul. I better check my book. But right now that's Aaron Smith's first foul, so maybe it is the first foul and first team foul. Thomas Cruz and Danielle Brooks, that'll be a good battle. Brooks' quickness, the ball handling ability of Cruz. Crocker with the basketball. He's going nowhere because they make the switch. Left-handed three-pointer shot is up. No good off the back of the iron, Bill.
Yeah, and that's in that corner. That's a tough shot to make.
And let's see, we've got a timeout here. Let's take a 30-second timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
Now we are back. We want to check the numbers, giving you the best in broadcast. Worthy Road Studios, 2-3 zone employed.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect.
That is Haskins. Haskins will hand off to number 20. That's Owen Crocker. That's Cruz, about, 35 feet away, Bill?
Long way, long distance.
And again, a handoff. The dribble weave not really working for him right now. One reason is the switching man-to-man by Jay. There's a steal on the run out. Going up, and you don't want to slap down like that because that's going to be an automatic foul. But that was Walker Ray on the run out then. Walker Ray wears number 15. He's a junior forward. He's in there. Of course, I see Birch Weems is also in there. And Cooper Cantrell. Football names there.
Well, it's a football, kind of a football roster, Joe. There's a lot of good wide bodies. They were a great football team, and you move them over to basketball. They're just athletes, Joe.
He missed the first one, second one, shot it, got it. Walker Ray's in the scorebook now. He also long snapped during the season. Wholesale substitutions coming up again early in the year. There's the double team. Ball knocked around, kicked around, and coming out of there with it was number 2, again, football action, Cooper Cantrell. And there was a foul call. Cooper Cantrell is a junior guard. And since it's on the side, everybody leaves. Let's see, Tinsley, Arnold, Shaw, Cisco, and Mainers, basically your starting lineup back in there.
Yeah, and I think that's, going to get a feel for the game. It's, 7-3, 3:24 to go in the first.
That's right, 3 team fouls on Bruceton. Cisco, and that's like when he got in a wildcat and runs it to the goal.
Yeah, he smelled the goal.
And he's a muscle man. 9-3 your score with 3:09 to go. Now Cisco's going to pick up Haskins about 40 feet from the bucket. Dribble handoff. They watch the switches. That's an important. Then Haskins tried to roll and back his man down. Cameron Mainers will hold that post solid. You don't move Cameron much out of there. I might have taken the 3. I don't know whether the young man's three-point shooter or not.
Well, what did you say, Joe? 5 seconds ago, you said he occupies the middle, right?
Yeah.
You try to drive down, you're going to get a concrete block.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you what happened then. That was a charge. Bring that credit card out, Bill. Charge something up on that thing.
And that won't be the first one in this game either.
You're right about that. 4th team foul for Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. There's the flash. That's Cisco. And I'm going to tell you what that play's called if you're a Don Meyer disciple. It's called loop flash.
Loop flash.
You dribble over to the wing. Your wing loops up to the point. They flash the off wing across.
Now, did he teach you that, or were you taught that somewhere else?
Well, we didn't call it that. Bill Henry ran something similar, but Don Meyer, anybody that has Lipscomb or Freed-Hardeman influence is going to run that. Out of bounds, we got a little ahead of ourselves. 11-3 your score here in the first quarter, 2:12 to go. Nice crowd considering COVID spacing, etc. like that. Man-to-man being played. I love this man-to-man. Bill, so far it's been very good. 1 3-pointer, and that young man, Cruz, earned that 3 a while ago. Watch them switch. That's good defense. They're communicating. Got to watch the tagging, though, because eventually you're going to get a foul. Get that arm.
But
get that
physically,
extended.
most teams are not going to match up athletically to the Eagles.
No, they're not. That's Arnold's first foul. And my book is right now, 2 team fouls and it gets knocked out of bounds. Good thing that Cruz let that go through the wickets then, or it had been off him. Box formation, they screen across. There we go, out to the corner. And that's Haskins. He wants to wheel and deal. Shaw says, I can wheel and deal defensively. Cisco wanted that one, but he took the wise decision, played good defense. They switch. Let's see if they spin and go on him. Bill, that's not bad defense. Think how long, and we get a turnover. Think how long we're holding them out there.
I'd have a 2 before. I get tired of somebody guarding me that close, Joe. I want to be able to have an open look. It's like somebody's got a coat on you with the guys following you.
Oh, yeah. Cameron Lowe wearing number 10, not who we were given originally wearing number 10. Bill did a great job getting the information. Tinsley, I'm waiting for there he goes. He was going to post up with the skip pass down to Mainers, left-handed. That's 6, and the big man hasn't missed a shot down there.
That's a Lou Alcindor shot. You remember Lou?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that pretty then?
He could fingertip roll, too.
And you can see that again tonight on Worthy Road Studios YouTube. This game will be posted by Paul in a few hours, and you can go back and watch all the exciting action. A little bit of dribble weave action, or dribble handoff action, actually. Haskins with the basketball. Give to Crocker. Crocker, there he tried the back door, and I like what Dylan Arnold did. He got away with it. He had a little handful of jersey when the guy went back door, but that's all right. It's not a foul unless they call it. They tried a little dipsy-do, and they intercepted. This looks like Lowe with the basketball, and it is. Gives it to Haskins with 18 seconds. Now, a lot of benches at 10 seconds will stand up and help count it down. But 10 seconds, inside the 10-second mark, and Cruz wanted to score. He has to give it off with 4 seconds. Down in the corner to Haskins, left-handed shot up. In and out at the end of 1 quarter of play. It's Jackson Christian School 13, Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central 3. Let's take a 1-minute timeout on Worthy Road Studios Network.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
And back as action starts here at Jerry Eskew Gymnasium. Looks like Dan.
Hello everyone, Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship every dollar you give.
Jackson Christian has come aboard right now with a 13-3 lead in the second quarter.
They have. It's been a solid defensive performance. That Jackson Christian can shoot better, and we know that Central shoots a lot of threes, Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central, but they've not been able to get it because of good defense. There's Cruz trying to create something, and that's smart to tip it away because he couldn't have grabbed it, but Cameron Mainers tipped it over to Walker Ray. Walker got tied up. I believe possession arrow belongs to the Tigers. Out of the box formation, here's Haskins. Kicking out and the bank.
I don't know. The bank was open. I don't know if he called it, though.
It must have been open for Owen Crocker. And makes it 13-6, 7 minutes. Here's the running one-hander by Tinsley. Now they'll probably get Walker Ray for a little extra hand action there on the rebound.
It's an interesting game, though, but Jackson Christian's got some tremendous physical athletes, Joe.
Third team foul, you're right. First one on Walker Ray. Brooks always plays good defense. You know, last year they'd put him in for defensive purposes. I hear his shot has really improved, though, too. Again, they're trying to play the football muscles out. There's Haskins, hard driver. He's got Brooks on him. Brooks got the speed to stay with him. They switch again. Again, it's switching man-to-man. Now, that time, a little bump. Shot up, no good. Rebound. There's that Windex man. Quick outlet by Tinsley. Behind the back by Brooks. Brooks going for the left-handed layup, and he is fouled by Cruz. Thomas Cruz with the foul. He's the leading scorer right now. And Daniel Brooks will be at the line. He'll be shooting 2. Shaw and Maynard's getting a rest. That looks like Birch Weems coming in. And we'll have to check and see. Probably Aaron Smith in short spurts. So he got one of those. Brooks, the senior, with his first points. And again, defense. Now there's good help and recover by Aaron Smith. Now let's see who comes up with it. He does. You know, that may be the reason he's a quarterback, those good, quick fingers. The pass thrown down there, but it's going to be last touched by Brooks. It'll belong to the Tigers, Bill.
A lot of movement on the floor, Coach.
Absolutely. 5 team fouls for the Tigers. Eagles with 3, 14-6 your score. Again, man-to-man defense. You know, Birch Weems wearing number 20 can shoot the 3 also. A lot of people don't know that. So we have some gunners just like they do. Well, look at Brooks' footwork. You can't turn the corner on him, or at least so far they haven't been able to. There's the switch. Cruz, who's a hard left-handed dribbler. You give off to Crocker. And a foul. That plays such great defense, and that drives coaches nuts, though.
Well, and it's on the side, too, Joe. They've almost trapped him, and then he calls a foul after he's played 80% on the floor.
That time they get the ball in, and there's the help and recover. We pick it up. Tinsley got it. Cross court to Brooks. Brooks in the corner. 3 up. It didn't go. Brooks rebounded, and attempting that 3 was Cooper Cantrell, but nice rebound by the little man.
Yeah, they got in. There's some hustlers on that floor, Joe, and I think that's a sign of coaching instructions too.
Kyle Teichman does such a great job, but he's got Antoine Long over there, Pirtle helping. Anthony Sampson still helps when he can, but I believe he's changed jobs and can't help all the time. Anthony's been with this program 2 years. Second one missed. And here's Haskins behind the back, comes out of there with it. He's closely guarded. One thing about it, our transition defense was good then, Bill.
Yeah, they got up and down and made it very tough. He couldn't get a shot off.
And you thought the way he bolted out of there, he was fixing to go coast to coast. Now, a little reach. You get too close, and then you reach and grab, and looks like Birch Weems will pick up his first team foul and team 5th. Coming into the ball game is Johnson wearing number 24. Bill, I did not get the young man's first name written down. I know you can see it, and we want to give him credit too.
Gavin
Johnson.
Number 24.
Yeah. Well, I love that defense right now. 15-6, even though you say, Coach, it's a close game with 9 points. Still been good defense. Rock-Bruceton Central has had to work hard to get everything they've got. Crocker about 30 feet gets gets close to getting inside the arc. Very colorful eagle down there. It's got to be the hands. And that time they get Dylan Arnold for his second foul. 16 foul, both teams with 6, 4:30 to go. Bill, do you think we're getting close to another wholesale substitution?
You know, I don't know. I was looking across the way, and the supervisor of officials, Billy Wheatley, is in the gym, and I'm wondering if the officials call a little bit different, a little bit closer if the supervisor's here.
You know, I don't know that. That's a good question we need to ask Dave Wade, or maybe get a chance we can ask Terry Clement. Now, I think Terry's going to do what he does always, but some people that would bother him.
Well, I mean, the supervisor's sitting over there. They know he's in the building, and, you know, this is tough defense. I mean, this is a Python defense.
Yep.
I mean, they strangle. You can't get a shot. I mean, 6 points in an almost 2 quarters time, Joe.
Yep.
They've got good athletes on this Bruceton team.
Yes, they do. Haskins at the line for 2. And that foul was on Cooper Cantrell, his first, team 7th. So after this, we'll shoot bonus for 1. And if you hit it, the bonus second one off the back of the iron. That time the rebound went far enough. Cruz got it, missed it. We missed on the timing of the jump. Haskins 3-point up off the back of the iron. And both young men down there for both teams trying to avoid fouling each other accidentally put their hands, but a good no call. And this is Cruz and Brooks. I like this battle, Bill.
He forgot the ball.
And Haskins tries to throw. And that time Tinsley was out of bounds. Well, he didn't have any choice but to field it right there. It'll belong to Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. A little denial defense. They do get the ball in. It's a good battle between Haskins and Tinsley. Now this time we go for the steal and almost got beat back door, but we covered for each other, and we forced the turnover, Bill.
Yeah, just stifling defense.
15-6 your score, 3:34 to go in the second quarter. Jackson Christian comes into this game 1-0. They have a win over Carroll Academy. Into the high post of Mainers. He gets stripped of it, and it looked like Gavin Johnson with the basketball. He'll give it off to Cameron Lowe. Lowe wearing number 10 today. And this is Owen Crocker with it. This is Shaw guarding him now. Shaw switches off to Haskins. You can remember Jackson Christian playing, switching man-to-man, double dribble. 2:56, 15-6. And Mainers is coming out. Let's see who comes in. Cisco is in. They're going to put Cisco in the post, Bill. That's interesting. He's strong enough. Brooks, 3-point up. I told you that shot had improved from last year. Danier Brooks, and he's got 5 on the night. Almost picked Cruz's pocket. Very focused. And that time, looked like Aaron Smith came around to help. They almost had a steal. 18-6 at the 2:21 mark. Here's the steal. Will Brooks go coast to coast? He will. He lays it up, and he'll get the chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play.
That's 7 points, isn't it, for Brooks?
That is 7 right now with a chance for 8. He's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And this is Glover coming back into the contest. Coach Chris Finley rotating him in and out. And like I said, he has some young men that's sick. That one is good for Danier Brooks, 8th point. Some of these young men play baseball, too.
He would be the leading scorer, wouldn't he? 8 points?
At this point in time, he is the leading scorer. Will Cisco had held that distinction. 21-6, 2 minutes. The drive. Get your stuff out of here, says Aaron Smith. It's my neighborhood. Shot off the iron. Rebound. Long pass, and it hits the scoreboard.
That's kind of like Ray Guy, punted one time in the Superdome and hit the scoreboard?
Hit the scoreboard. And
you don't see too many balls against that scoreboard as high as it is, but you got a strong wideout that played the entire year.
And he's been picked, I believe, to play in the East-West All-Star game that TACA has. And you'll only get those kind of facts from Bill Hamilton, Joe Holloway, and Worthy Road Studios. 3-on-1, fast break, laid up by Tinsley. And let me tell you, a nice assist. But without getting a blocking call, did you see how they blocked the player for Bruceton off? And that was neat. 23-6. But when it comes district tournament time in the district that Rock-Bruceton Central in, Chris Finley's squad will make some noise. This is an experienced team that's played together for Jackson Christian School quite a while. Driving is Haskins. He wants to dipsy-do and does get his dipsy-do dunkaroo, only it's a layup, not a dunk, in the hole. 23-8 with 49 seconds. Shot no good. Cruz with the rebound. He wanted to run, Bill. But look at we get back. I like that transition defense. Cruz dribbling around. Now he gives it off to Crocker. Crocker, let's see if they go back door or dribble handoff. Haskins has got it new. And Brooks looks like he's trying to keep him on one side of the floor. 20 seconds left. Aaron Smith should get caught with the foul then. Should be in his second is what I have. I'll check it against the scoreboard because they've got 3 up there. I only have 2 for him. They say it's 3, so we're going to put a little notch and we'll check at 1-1 for Thomas Cruz. He's not been to the line. String music. Bill, what's the secret of good free throw shooting?
You know, I think you got form, and I think a lot of it's technique as you approach the line. Here's a left-handed shooter and finger roll. And it did all but hit, what does it say, the iron?
Yeah.
It wasn't pig iron. I don't know what pig iron is, but it had good form, Joe.
It is. There's Shaw with the clock running down. His shot bounces. Haskins got it. They say he took a hop, skip, a jump, 1.9.
No, so what can you do on this shot? Can you take it down low, or are you going to take a 3-ball?
You've got a chance to catch and shoot. So you try to get your best shooter open, or either you screen and roll somebody back to the basket. But you got, you know, as long as there's more than 0.3 of a second left, you can catch and shoot. Inbounding to Aaron Smith, the sharpshooter shot looked good, leaving his hand, did not fall. The end of 2 quarters of play. We're going into halftime. Jackson Christian 23, Rock-Bruceton Central 9. And Bill, a quick thought before we take a timeout.
Very athletic first half, Joe. I think both teams will be a force. Really impressed with Jackson Christian athletes right now.
Absolutely. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Hello everyone, Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship. Every dollar you give will provide scholarships for students at FHU. Help change a life. We're going to have a great time and raise funds for these students. So I'll see you in December, and go Lions.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
Riv Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
And welcome back to Jackson Christian School in Jerry Eskew Gymnasium. A legend here. Got a great basketball game going on. Jackson Christian men lead 23-9 over Rock-Bruceton Central. The ladies won big. We'll tell you a little bit about that. But before we do any of our halftime conversation, here's my great color man and great friend, Bill Hamilton, to tell you how you can see this game either live or if you want to go back and see it later. He's going to tell you how to do that.
Well, Joe, I had a number of people ask me, Worthy Road Studio Facebook page, this game is live. And then after this game is over, tonight you'll have YouTube, the Worthy Road Studio YouTube will have this game. So you can go back and you may have a family friend, you could have a neighbor, just want to watch good basketball at Jerry Eskew Gym. Girls game and guys game. Watch the game, enjoy the game as much as we have, and watch these teams get better. These young men train very, very hard. A number of football players have transitioned from football field to the basketball, and we enjoy bringing it on Worthy Road Studio, but you can enjoy watching it, Worthy Road Studio YouTube, tonight as it's archived.
And folks, there he is. And doesn't he have a great voice? And he and I, we enjoy working together so much. We worked radio and we worked, matter of fact, we worked TV together too.
Yeah, we did, let's see, public television, one of the Verdi sales. We did from Shelby State and Jackson State. We've been friends a long, long time. I told somebody over 50 years, and the late, great Turi Oman was one of our mentors, Richard Ross. A lot of history in this city, and it continues to grow, and I do want to compliment you and David Wade on the great broadcast that you provided for Jackson Christian. I watched you do one of the Sacred Heart games the other night and even turned on and watched Freed Hardeman. So a lot of good basketball, high school and et cetera, but enjoy your friendships and look forward to having a whole season in basketball, talking about some of the history, some of the great. We mentioned Patrick Willis, Bruceton Hollow Rock's All-American, maybe the greatest linebacker in the history from the little community in Bruceton Hollow Rock. So Sacred Heart will be on tonight. That will
Facebook,
and that's live. So you can sit at home, put your pajamas on, pop some popcorn, and just watch it.
Yeah,
Sacred Heart's channel.
And the Sacred Heart shares theirs with Worthy Road Studios, and that game will be archived also on YouTube tonight. So Worthy Road Studios is everywhere, including doing church services. They do. There's 4 different.
When I watched last night, you had I watched the post game that had the McKenzie battle versus Trenton Peabody. I watched Shane Jacobs talk to his kids, and it was kind of interesting. I'm at home in Jackson. I wished I'd had this about 40-something years ago, Joe, when Jackson High and Jackson Central. I mean, it's just remarkable, the quality, and to watch this coach named Shane Jacobs after victory. They're going to go, for number 3, I guess. They're on the march, and it's incredible to watch this quality of basketball with the presentation. I mean, it's crystal clear. And it looks like the late, what was it on Saturday afternoon we had sports?
The Wide World of Sports.
That's it. We had the lady coming down the slopes, and she did a somersault. You'd watch it every Saturday, and you only had one baseball game during the weekend, right?
Thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Yeah, they do the somersaults.
Yeah. Well, you know, that game you were talking about, Trenton Peabody's game from last night, is archived on Worthy Road Studios YouTube section. You can see it again like 10,000 other people.
I'm going to tell you this. I had a number of people. I happened to go downtown and got a shrimp po' boy. One of the best ones came from Decatur County in a food truck. I'm sitting there and people are talking about the controversial calls, but they knew that they could go back and watch it at Worthy Road, and there'll be a lot of people. For the McKenzie Rebels had some pass interferences called. Don't know where there was a good or bad call, but then Trenton did win, because the young man had a chance to hit that long field goal, 37 yards, and tied it up and went into double overtime, Coach.
That's right. Don't forget Facebook Live tonight. Sacred Heart It'll be archived. These games, both of them, the girls and the boys, will be archived. What we're going to do, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home. Native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
And we're back, almost ready for second half action. Very quickly, Dylan Arnold has 2, Will Cisco 6, Peyton Tinsley 2, Cameron Mainers 4, Danielle Brooks with 8, Walker Ray with 1. Unofficially for our 23 points. Unofficially, Owen Crocker has 2, Thomas Cruz 5, and Haskins has 2 for Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. And Bill, your quick thoughts about the second half and what's going to happen.
You know, Joe, I was very impressed by Jackson Christian's early start at this part of the season because less than 2 weeks ago, you're running routes, quarterback is reading reads and et cetera. And right now you've got a big presence in the center. You've got good outside shooting. And I think one of the most impressive things is the early defensive stance. They are just like, as I would say, honey on a big old biscuit. They stay with you. I don't like it. If I'm the offensive man, I'm going to slap you away, and that's something that I guess coaches like, that tough defense.
They really do. I know Coach Teichman has to be pleased. Chris Finley making what adjustments he can. He only has a 2-man bench today.
You got to be real careful, Coach.
He really does. Chris will find coaches just like Coach Kyle Teichman. Here's Cisco driving. He muscled it up. He was so strong, it went up a little strong.
Yeah, it's too strong.
But Will Cisco, great basketball player. I believe he was all region last year in basketball. And had a great football season, too, as Tinsley did. And Aaron Smith shot up and down. And that was Haskins for his first 3. And that young man, Caleb Haskins. Wow. Now we get a whistle. Yeah.
Joe, do you always have I'm going to call it a dominant official if you have a group of 3? Don't you have one that calls? Is it the position or just the way he calls?
It depends on what position and where the action is, how you get called. Learned something from David Wade about that. And each official is different. We get the rebound, Dylan did, and he scooped it under there. Now we kick it all the way out. Cisco gets out of the lane. Running one-hander by Shaw, no good. Mainers, he gets his shot blocked. But you know what? A lot of effort on the boards by the Eagles.
Yeah, they're really fighting, trying to get open looks. But I've noticed in 3-man crews, there's always one official. The other official kind of could put it in his pocket and going home, let him mail the check.
Yeah. And there it is, the pass to Mainers. And a lot of times it's the R, as they call it when they're talking. It is the but in this crew, it's not the R, and the R stands for referee, and that's how they talk. It was interesting the other night listening to some of that. 2 different officials talking, well, the R and umpire 2 and umpire 1, or U1 and U2. And I like that. We've got a foul. A little over-aggressive on our part. Foul was on Tinsley. That's just his first. Peyton, a very physical young man. First team foul. There's the trap. We've got it. Cisco has it. We holding on to it. I like, boy, that's like a bulldog. Cisco going after Will Cisco. I know his granddad, Councilman David Cisco, very proud of him. David, if he's not here, is definitely watching. He always watches. Driving to the hole.
I think you said the middle.
Yeah.
It's got a redwood.
Yeah, and his name is Mainers. He does a good job. Cisco off-balance layup, leaves it a little short, rebound, and Bruceton's on the run. Caleb Haskins tried the Euro step, and that time it looked like Arnold's ankle gave out on him for a second. Out to Shaw. Shaw slices, dices, and completes it.
You got to open the back door because I'm coming.
Yep. Well, I'm going to tell you what now. Shaw knifed through there pretty good, Bill.
Yeah, he made some good. He is a very aggressive and very quick, Joe. That first step, he makes it to the hoop.
Caleb Haskins will probably have to come out of the game. I have him with 4 fouls, and the scoreboard agrees with me. And Shaw completes an old-fashioned three-point play. And remember, this young man's a freshman. They say he's really got an upside in basketball. There's the backdoor attempt. You screen, you roll. Some would say back. Nice hook pass out of Cruz. Gets it across court. 3 up, off the iron. Caleb Haskins gets his own rebound, drives to the hole, and now he's fouled and will go to the line shooting 2.
So, Joe, you talked about the most exciting was just the entirety and the football season here at Jackson.
I loved
Christian.
every second of it. The losses, we had some moments, when we lost to Jackson Christian, we made a game out of it.
We lost to who now?
To Nashville Christian.
Nashville Christian.
Yeah, Nashville Christian. We made a game out of it. We came roaring back.
Had a bad first half.
Yeah, we actually won the second half 21-7.
And then Davison, I think we were in the red zone, 5 times and didn't score.
Absolutely.
Well, they're an enjoyable. This is a nice place to be. It's a nice place to go to school. Great, great teachers. They love you. It's a family atmosphere, and I know that because I've had 2 children that have gone, and I know that they really care about their kids.
They really do, and of course, they had the rebound. They being Hollow Rock, Bruceton Central, and we just reached in there and tied up. I believe that was Will Cisco with that action. Caleb Haskins hit 1 free throw for his 6th point of the night. Here's a shot. That is a good shot for Tinsley, about a 12 to 13 footer. He's got 4 on the night. There, we look at it. We're hustling, scrambling. You can't get up, but you can sure pass it from your knees. Thrown away, but that's okay. I like hustle plays.
Look at that underneath. He almost got the ball back. Great play.
A lot of hustle. 30-13 your score. Jackson Christian leading.
Wholesale, Joe. Get the bus out.
Yep, here it comes. Everybody get their ticket punch before you go in, though. Cruz dribbling, trying to get free, but this switching man defense has really been tough. They get the ball quickly to Shaw. Shaw will finish, and he does, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. In about another year, that young man would have flush dunked that one.
Boy, he's quick.
Just a freshman wearing number 10, Aiden Shaw. There's the switch, and again, keep your eye on the defense. We jump to the ball. And I know Coach Tyson's got to be happy with that. And now,
whoa,
little extra.
That might be his 5th foul then. It would be, wouldn't it, Joe? Number 5?
If it is, he's through for the day.
You got a technical. Number 5
Let's see what.
I think he's going to be sitting. Caleb Haskins.
Let's see what happens.
It'd have to be.
2 team fouls at this point. It'll be a 3rd team foul.
24 is coming in.
Yeah, 24 who made an appearance. Gavin Johnson earlier. Shooting the technicals, and he did last year. Dylan Arnold is a very good free throw shooter.
Joe, you jinxed him. That's Jack Eaton. Don't do that.
Yeah, I remember Jack Eaton dribbling all the way. Actually did it in the back of a truck after Union University upset Memphis State. So 1 out of 2 for Dylan Arnold, who was one of last year's leading scorers. He's got 3, but he's played a good floor game, hustled. And is that Walker Ray coming back in? Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, we've got a whole new crew out there. Cantrell's out there, Cooper Cantrell. There's Aaron Smith. Driving, going up. There's a foul on him. That's one of those you don't block those shots from the side like that.
Now you'll finish this game get something to eat, and go do game number 3. Is that correct?
Yeah, got
over
a third game that was already on the schedule. We were hoping to be able to bring the Middleton game tonight, but just the lateness of it, we couldn't get everything together.
And who does Sacred Heart play tonight?
They are playing the Haywood County Tomcats.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. That one off the rim. Rebound goes to Rock-Bruceton Central. That's Crocker. They will either dribble handoff or dribble drive, trying to get to threes. They roll. That time the active hands help knock that one off. Crocker wants to penetrate. He needs a little help now. Tries to go low post, and they just have to flip it in. It's picked up by Aaron Smith. Aaron's got a lot of moves too, and he does take it all the way with the scoop layup. His first points. Bill, that looked like a football move then.
Tell you what, he took it to, man, they're just defensive pressure. Nobody gets a freebie, do they?
No, they don't. And when you've got 10 kids that you can play like Coach Teichman, you can afford to commit some of the fouls. And that's Cooper Cantrell's second foul. Team third.
Look at that steal.
Yep. Here's Cantrell passing off unselfishly. Reverse layup, and that's Aaron Smith completing the reverse layup.
That's where you used to do it, wasn't it? In junior high, you take the ball and spin it.
Yeah, when Dr. Blackstock let me get off the bench. There's the Euro step by Cruz.
Oh, he's on the line when he rebounded.
Didn't know where his feet was, and that happens sometimes.
Now, what kind of schedule on Jackson Christian? You're going to do a number of games, aren't you?
We are going to do most of their away games, and we'll do some of them at home.
That's exciting.
Matter of fact, most of your Jackson Christian, you see the turnover basketball will be with Worthy Road Studios.
Oh,
more games
great.
will be on Worthy Road than they are anywhere else.
That is great. The quality, and just listen to yourself. If I need to, if I ever you need a little helper to carry you along, I can carry your bags in.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You're not just a bag carrier. You're right on. You first team. Good shot, a little strong, air ball, but touched last by Rock-Bruceton Central. And we've got some good out and bounds plays. There's Cooper Cantrell. If he doesn't fall backwards, he hits that three.
That's serious. A long three.
It is, but you see he was going back towards the stands, and you got to catch and shoot that one with either go straight up or just a slight forward motion. Here's the pass. Walker Ray, a little strong because he knew he was going to get hit, and he missed that one, but good rebound by Rock-Bruceton Central. Pass was low and didn't give anything to Crocker to work with. He picks up, wants to drive, running one-hander off the iron. Cooper Cantrell behind the back, long pass. Aaron Smith hustling down, couldn't get the handle on it to flip it back, and Thomas Cruz comes up with it, and Cooper Cantrell could have picked up his third foul. And that would be the fourth team foul on Jackson Christian. And here we go again, punching the subway tickets, and that is Cooper Cantrell's third foul. This is, you know what, I feel for Coach Teichman, he's going to have a hard decision. Aaron, get the feeling a little better. Who do you take out of the lineup? Because he's normally a starter. Or do you keep it like it is? You got two balanced teams. Long three-pointer by Cruz, misses. Rebound, and our outlet pass gets knocked around and then stolen. Low, drives to the hole, leaves it short. Cisco had it, and he just rips it away. That weightlifting program by Alan Irvin has paid off. This Dylan Arnold, and that's what we're used to him doing. Arnold picks up his 6 point, his first three of the night.
Joe, have they scored this quarter?
They have 4 points all by Caleb Haskins.
Wow.
It is 41-13 with 1:22 to go. What I like about Worthy Road Studios, you always got that scoreboard up on the picture. Out of bounds. Picture is worth, 1,000 words?
Yeah, I think just the color, the scoreboard, the graphics. If I'm tired, I can sit at home and watch it. If I want to come to the game, I come to the game. It's the best of everything.
And moving, good defense there. Cut him off. He gets the screen. That's low. That's to Cruz, who had that initial three to open the game. Now there's the double team. When the dribbler turns his back or to the side like that, it's an automatic double team coming.
You know, Joe, they don't give you an opening. you earn, if you've got 13 points, that's equivalent of about 30 in another gym.
Yep. Scrambling man-to-man defense like this. You know, Jim Larinaga used to call his version of this the scramble. Of course, he preferred to do it on half-court basis. Some people do it on a full-court basis.
But they're never tired, Joe, because you're substituting.
Yeah, you got players. Here comes Aiden Shaw. He gives it off, has to get it back when it's knocked away. And now they flip it to Cisco. You know, Cisco must have big hands. He caught that ball one-handed. NBA 3 off the back of the iron by Dylan Arnold. He flips it up in the air. It goes to Cisco. Back outside the Mainers now. I would love to have seen Cameron. The coach wouldn't, but flip up a three from there. Rebound under the goal, and that's Peyton Tinsley showing you why he's a Windex man. 22 seconds left in the quarter. 6 by Tinsley. Think you could coach these guys, Bill?
You know, I could be a pretty good coach. I've always said if you got good athletes, you don't have to be very good. I can substitute. You know, I could say, you know.
Blocked out of bounds with 6.9 seconds. Folks that don't know, Bill did some coaching over at St. Mary's and several other levels. And was an accomplished basketball player many moons ago.
Yeah, I found out that the
Cisco, here he
Thomas.
comes, Bill.
Oh, here he goes. Look at his body. Now he spread his body. You're not going to go through him.
He's solid.
He's a rock. Yeah, Joe, the famous story was I was playing in a district tournament against Thomas Partee from Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. Had him blocked out, 6 foot, pretty good sized kid. And Thomas jumped over me like he was off of a ladder. And I figured out that you either can jump or you can't jump. And I could not jump.
Yeah, with a guy like Partee, you find that out real quick. First free throw good. Second one, eyes it, tries it, rolls off the
Look
rim.
at the rebound.
Cameron Mainers at the buzzer, picking up his 8th point. Cisco has 7. We're just going to take a 30-second timeout, and come back on the Worthy Road Studios Network. Back at Jackson Christian School for fourth quarter action. Big Blue, Bill Hamilton here along with Coach Joe Holloway. And Bill, I'm going to let you tell them how they can watch this game. Even if you missed the early part of it, you can do things to watch this and then the later.
Yeah, here, Joe, Worthy Road Studio Facebook page is carrying this game live, and then Worthy Road Studio YouTube will have this game archived. And you know, I'm telling you, you want to watch some great basketball. Bruceton Hollow Rock, Jackson Christian Eagles, girls and guys. The boys right now, we begin the fourth quarter, 46-13. The football guys are on the floor. That's right. Danielle Brooks handling the point. There's the loop. They did not run, and they threw it to the guy that loops. Aaron Smith, he gets over a little illness and gets his football muscles worked out. Aaron Smith's a sharpshooter. Missed that one, went out of bounds and belonged to Bruceton, but now who is Middleton playing tonight? I see some Middleton's playing the Jackson Christian School girls. Oh, Middleton. So Jackson Christian girls will play 2 games here today. Yeah, they're playing 2 games today. Okay. And here's Thomas Cruz with the Euro step, and that time looks like he drew a foul out of Birch Weems. Birch wears number 20. It should be his 2nd foul. Team 5th. And, Bill, I believe Brother Haskins is finished for the night. There's Cruz missing. And this is a good shooter, Cruz. I'm surprised because he was 2 for 2 before that from the free throw line. Hit the first 3 of the ball game. Second one, nothing but string music. Left-handed. Got a nice form. Brooks gets it quickly to Aaron Smith. Aaron's deceptive. I think that's what helped him in football. You don't think he's as quick as he is. Yeah, but, I think his first step, and plus he's got an athlete's mind, Joe. He can make the decisions a lot of people take a while to make. Of course, a lot of people remember his mom was a great player out at Jackson Southside. 3-point shot up, no good off the front of the iron by Crocker.
Pass stolen. Birch Weems has it. He's looking. Takes
Oh,
it
what
to
a
the
move,
hole.
Joe.
Yes. Nice Euro step there. That is the way to do it. 6:51 to go, a commanding 48-14 lead. Cruz tries to penetrate. Brooks takes the handoff from him, goes to the hole, and he's hip fouled that time by Gavin Johnson. Johnson, that's his second foul, team seventh, but it'll be a two-shot foul for Danier Brooks. Brooks is 3 for 5 from the free throw line. And he got that one, so now 4 for 6. Has 9 points. Bill, he's got a chance with this one to get into double digits.
Joey Humphrey comes in, number 30 for Bruceton Hollow Rock.
I believe that's his first appearance.
Yeah, I don't remember him. And Terry Clemens coming to the score table for something, I don't know. Would you have a clock that would continue to run at this position?
35 points, so that's what he went to tell him. The clock should be running, and he is. Out of bounds, Brooks to inbounds. Goes up Walker Ray, and I'm going to tell you what, he cans it right there. Walker Ray.
Joe, if they cut it to less than that, then the clock goes back to regular.
Yeah,
is that correct?
goes back to regular. Pretty balanced scoring by Jackson Christian today. And again, we're only going to bring 4 this time. We'll see who left-handed shooter up. Cruz, his shot misses, gets his own rebound, goes up, and he's fouled. And he drew that. That was good play by Thomas Cruz then. He caused the foul. Cruz at the line. He is 3 for 4. He has 6 points on the night. First shot up, off the front of the iron. Straight enough, Bill, just didn't have enough leg to get it.
You know, Joe,
over.
when I'm watching these gentlemen produce this show, I thought it was just like you just show up and all the camera work's done for you. You got an automatic button, but it isn't.
No.
There's a lot of work producing a production as nice as Worthy Road Studios is.
Second one draws a little rain and goes through smooth as silk, and I guess better than milk, if you want to say that.
I guess so. What about buttermilk? You like buttermilk?
I cannot drink buttermilk. It does bad things to my stomach.
Okay. So you don't like boiled custard either?
No, I love boiled custard.
Okay.
Sometimes I pay for it. Missed shot, a rebound, and that is by the new man, Joey Humphrey. We just take it away, and is that DJ Trailer to?
Man, look at that pass.
To the freshman, Shaw. And they're mixing the lineups up a little bit at 53-15, 4:21 and counting. Cooper Cantrell's got the point guard right now. Good drive by Lowe. He kicks it out to Cruz. Cruz 3 up. High arcing shot comes off the iron. Shaw gets it, and they're going to call a foul, and he'll go to the line for 1 and a bonus if he hits.
That would be Thomas Cruz made the foul.
And let's see if that's Cruz's third foul.
That's what it is.
No, it's just 2.
Okay.
Just 2. Okay, substitution. And we've got, so we'll try to get all the new folks that are in there. Gage Boykin in there, the sophomore quarterback. And the shot is good by Shaw.
And what's number is Boykin?
Boykin is 12. Aiden Shaw, the freshman, but 12 is back here guarding at half court. They say he can throw a football through a brick wall. Second one, shot it, got it. 9 points for Aiden Shaw.
You're looking athlete, Coach.
Yes, he is better athlete than his dad, Grant. I have to tease Grant. Here's Shaw, who's had a good game. Might have got away with a little tiptoe through the tulips on the black line down here. Shot up. And no good by Jaden Irvin. That's Jaden Irvin out there. Last touch by Jackson Christian. Also, let's see if DJ Trailer is out there. Yes, it is. DJ's out there. DJ got some minutes last year sometimes in certain games because he can play physical too. A lot of dribbling. Shot goes up. Rebound. And that looked like Jaden Irvin with a rebound. He's gotten fouled, and so I believe he's going to get a chance to get in the scorebook.
You got some rainbow shoes, Joe. Did you ever have any of those? Converse didn't make them like that, though, did
Bill, I had a set of white Converse Canvas All-Stars.
High top?
Chuck Taylor, yes.
Okay.
Mr. Holman wouldn't let you, neither would Dr. Blackstock let you wear anything else. Shot it, rolls off the rim. It was front end of a 1-and-1. Gets his own rebound. It's knocked around. He loses it. Now it's ball. Who wants the ball? DJ Traylor to the hole, and DJ's going to pick it up. He gets to shoot 2 now. Foul is on number 22. And I'm going to have to look at our other list that you were so kind. Dakota Glover. I don't know why I didn't put Dakota down. 131 in counting. Remember, it's a running clock, more than a 35-point lead. Shot it. It's off the back of the iron. Rebound. DJ Traylor going up. He gets the layup. Traylor with the layup. 58-15, 116. Hall of Fame game. Jackson Christian will go to 2-0. Again, Traylor picks up the loose ball, takes it to a house
call. Just see that left-handed, Joe.
Good fundamentals taught here at Jackson Christian.
That's a great shot.
It was. Athletic ability out of this young man, too. Just a sophomore, I believe. He is. Here's a steal. That's Traylor again. Now he's having him a great last 2 minutes right here. Out front, Gage Boykin takes it to the hole and lays it up. No, they say
called a charge.
They called a charge.
Well, it looked pretty anyway, so on the replay, it'll look pretty. He just got a foul on him.
Yeah, and Gage Boykin with his first foul. Team 7th foul, but you don't shoot charges. There you are. Control foul, so you don't shoot that one. Good man-to-man's been played by Jackson Christian all day today. And now, well, we got a little close. You got to maintain that distance. And when you stand up and you throw your arms up like that, it's almost.
But this doesn't apply. Social distance is not on the court, right?
No,
so
but you still want to be about, the half of your arm length away. And you throw your arm up like that, it's almost a red flag to the official to call a foul. And the first one, I believe, that is Owen Crocker at the line. I'm trying to see around the jersey a little bit. And Crocker hit the first, missed the second. 60-16 stands to be a very good chance your final score. Well, about the time I say that, there's a foul committed with 4 seconds left.
You got a lot of notes, Coach. You work hard on your notes, don't you?
Yeah, well, I don't have as good a game notes as some people have. I scribble a few things down. Let me tell you something about Bill Hamilton. He doesn't have to have any game notes, and I don't use very many.
We had fun doing shows off and on, and always came in with very few notes. Had a couple of commercial appeals, and I tell you, one of the best places to find some information is the Daily Memphian, Coach.
Oh yes, if you don't take the Daily Memphian, something's wrong. 2 seconds. 1 second. Long three-pointer, no good at the buzzer. The happy final, Jackson Christian moves to 2-0, 61-16. We will come back with final comments from Bill Hamilton, Coach Joe Holloway, after this victory for Jackson Christian School. Let's take a 2-minute timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Hello everyone, Gary Sinise here. I can't wait to see you at the Freed Hardeman Benefit Dinner in December. I hope you'll consider getting tickets or a sponsorship. Every dollar you give will provide scholarships for students at FHU. Help change a life. We're going to have a great time and raise funds for these students. So I'll see you in December, and go Lions.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
River Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town and Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
Back at Jerry Askew Gymnasium, where the Eagles have just won 61-16. Bill Hamilton, Coach Joe Holloway here. And Bill, before we do any scoring, your thoughts on this contest?
You know, Joe, it's an interesting basketball game. I think one of the things that becomes a tribute to the coaching staff, I thought it was a very athletic game for the first game. I know the football players, they played like football players, and I think it's going to be a talented team. You saw a lot of wholesale substitutions. If I'm on the opposing bench, I'm not going to like Coach Titchman because he's got a lot of athletes that are interchangeable parts. And I think one of the comments you made in the third quarter, it's going to be tough to decide who the starting five are.
It really is, and especially you got Aaron Smith, an experienced starter, a little under the weather. Shaw has come and made his mark, and the other four that did start, who would you bump of those?
You know, I don't know, Joe, and that's why, you know, you've been a coach for over 40 years, and I think you had times when certain teams allow you the luxury that he's got right now. He's got some athletes, he's got some wide bodies, he's got some quick guards, and the interesting thing is the attributes that these young men had, they showed them right behind you at the football field, Joe, and they transition, and at this point of the season, it's kind of amazing that they can play basketball at the level they did tonight.
It really is, Bill, and you know, everybody here needs to be really, really proud of these kids and the coaching staff. And you know what, I was watching Jason Shelton. You know, he's sprayed every seat.
Okay.
And he's worked hard. You know, usually the athletic director is the guy directing traffic. This young man gets out here and actually does the work too, just like everybody else. And in the COVID days, I thought the fans did a pretty good job of spacing. And for the most part, we had masks here. And I think folks, to be safe, we really need to wear those masks, do the social distancing, and use that Lysol because it is pretty effective even against the COVID virus.
Well, Joe, it's as it always is. It's been a pleasure to work with you. I look forward to working with you some more during the season. It's the Catbird seat in Jackson Christian. I think just coming in the gymnasium brings a lot of memories back with my children and my son and daughter attending here and watching some of the great teams that we've had, and either the state championship that Brian Stewart brought home in 2006. I saw the ad that Clay Fowler had, great game that he had, and then Doug Hudson's son came on. And, you know, you bring the gold ball back, you'll get another chance. But this basketball team could be really good, and the youth of the young ladies from Jackson Christian, I think they're going to be a delight to watch. I know they're playing Middleton in this third game, but family atmosphere at Jackson Christian, and quite candidly, it's fun to come in Jerry Askew Gymnasium.
It really is fun times here. And of course, Worthy Road Studios production of these games will be archived. And Bill, you did such a good job. I'm going to let you tell them how they can see this game now. Obviously, the Facebook part of it, we're ending that up, but they can see this game later.
Well, the quality on Worthy Road Studio YouTube. This game will be archived, so you'll have an opportunity to watch the girls and the guys game. Just like last night when I sat at home, and whatever time it was, I saw Shane Jacobs talking to his team in the post-game interview, and it was a real delight. They came back and tied the game at 10-10, then had a 17-10 win as they go for their third state championship. And today, to watch these football players put on and play the kind of basketball, that's the quality of Worthy Road Studio. Tonight, have the opportunity to turn to Worthy Road Studio YouTube and watch basketball high school style in the best high qualities. I called Coach Joe SEC quality in Jackson, Tennessee.
Absolutely, Bill. What a great job by Paul and his crew. We'll tell you who they are in a minute. Very quickly, Aaron Smith, 4 points, and these are all unofficial stats. Didn't get to check the official stats. Dylan Arnold had 6 points tonight. Will Cisco had 7. Peyton Tinsley, 6. Cameron Mayners, 8. Danielle Brooks, 9. Walker Ray had 3. Birch Weems, 2. And 9 for Aiden Shaw. And DJ Traylor coming off the bench made the last 2 minutes very exciting with 7 points for their total of 61. And Owen Crocker had 5 for Hollow Rock-Bruceton Central. Thomas Cruz, the fine left-handed shooter, had 7 for them. And if I will get my totals correct, 6 for Caleb Haskins for their total of 16 points. As we said, Jackson Christian moves to 2-0 on the season. The women will play tonight later, either at 6 or 7. We won't be able to do that game. We're going to have a lot of Jackson Christian basketball. I want to thank Caleb Brewer for his outstanding work with the camera. Lawson Mann, Gary, who now has become the nimble-fingered man of the keyboard to switch shots, and, of course, the founder and everything of it all, Paul Schultze. We're waving at Terry Clement. The referees did a good job tonight, Bill.
They did, and it's a tough position. They did a good job, and a lot of times they don't get the accolades, but it's a tough position. But as I said again, Coach, enjoyed it, and look forward to working with you again.
Look forward to working with you. We want to thank Dr. Mark Benton, the staff and administration, Chase McLean, and, of course, athletic director, Brother Shelton, who I have known him, Jason Shelton, since he worked as a student coach for Don Meyer. And he used to be Freed's coach, has done a great job, but he's here as athletic director. Shane Cisco, the president of the Booster Club, and all the Booster Club. And we want to thank you for being part of our audience. Spread the word, and we're going to try to have every road game that we can get on for Jackson Christian. And this is Worthy Road Studios, not to be confirmed with anything else that tries to do work quite as good as Worthy Road Studios. And it's time for this for Bill Hamilton and myself also. We want to say thanks for your time this time. Till next time, good night all.